Yeah, one person come tell me we part of you vlog. I'm taking this shit to the tippity top. Yeah, keep going. Yeah. Hey, welcome back. This is the countdown of the final days on Twitch for the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. Can I say that? Oh, I can say that.
I guess.
Welcome back. Hey, shout out to the OGs. Listen, if you're new here and you're true here, make sure you. Should I tell them to subscribe? I mean, what's really going on?
Subscribe where?
Listen. On a serious note, we are making the switch to YouTube. It is what it is. So what I'm telling you is go to our YouTube channel and become a member. Subscribe there. Make sure you have your bell on there, your noties on there. Become immersed in the Let's Keep It a Buck YouTube ecosystem over there, because we will make the switch.
Talk to these niggas.
Fuck wrong with these niggas. But hey, without further ado, God, it's been so long, right? I haven't talked to you guys since Wednesday. I got my friends and family with me. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Damo, how you doing?
What's popping? Twitch fam. Sad to see y'all go, but can't wait to see y'all YouTube fam.
Fuck these niggas.
You know? That's wild. That's wild.
That's wild.
Nah. Oh my goodness.
No, they gonna be here. We love them. Sage, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. Hey, Twitch niggas, if you need somebody to fill that hole in your heart,
hey yo,
hey,
fill that hole in your heart. That's not. If anything, I'm just a terrible doctor. Like I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But hey. I'm gonna be right here when I'm on my game and shit. But I ain't gonna lie, I might steal these niggas straight and stream basketball on YouTube. We'll see.
Sage is switching to YouTube too, guys. Anyway,
it always starts with a we'll see. It always starts with a we'll see. I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Went grocery shopping. My girl's at the crib this weekend, so you know, just been chilling.
I wanna do something different before we start. Listen. Tell me one thing that you're grateful for.
This taco?
Twitch chat.
Okay. Twitch chat this time. Deer Park Water. Okay. Okay. Hey, listen, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure you drop a 5-star review. We greatly appreciate those. We love to read those. Honestly, it's becoming my favorite segment on the pod. This is from Jackson Hayes at the 4. I don't even know these people's names on here. Anyway, W Souls, Wamo are fire. Omar personally has hot takes and some what am I listening to takes, but I still like them because he's the funniest out of all.
Talk to him.
I mean, we like that stuff right there. Edge 5250. Quality takes TBH. I thought this podcast was full of casuals until the sexy host Omeezy pointed out about the history of Rick Barry telling his teammates to get to the back of the bus. That's when I knew. That's what it says on here. That's what it says. Guapo sold you. Let's keep it casual podcast. That's what they say on there. I don't know. And the final one from Big Baller Ben _3. Keeping it 5 stars. Been a fan since the 2020 bubble. Sage and Omar have been great additions and work well with Briz Souls and Damo Judah. Much love for y'all and keep it popping.
Oh man.
I forgot about Damo Judah.
Damo Judah. Oh,
Damo. Yeah. Hey, the OGs know about Damo Judah, man.
He says,
he came a long way, bro.
Oh man. I remember y'all talking about that shit.
He says, P.S. I still need a twerk off episode with y'all plus Rusty and Low. P.S. number 2. Here are 2 words for Omar. Frame and metal. Oh, this nigga loves us. He loves us. I didn't think we were jumping into this so fast. Frame and metal. Okay. Listen. So when I'm having relations with my lady, I tell her I'm gonna beat it out the frame. It's crazy, right? I'm gonna bring it there. But you know what else has frames? Glasses. Glasses are made of frames. And you know what those frames are made of? Metals. But he said MEDAL. Hold on, switch it up. The metal on the frame is melted down and turned into medals for the chain. You see what I'm saying? That's the connection between frame and metal.
Talk to that nigga. Educate.
Is that even how it works?
No. Listen, bro.
It is certainly not.
Niggas recycling glasses to make medallions? Is that how it works?
Listen, bro. That's what he asked for. And we gave it to him because that's what we are. We are a podcast for the people. Okay? That's all I can say there. Speaking of people doing shiesty stuff, melting down frames and turn them into medallions, let's talk about the former NBA players who have been scamming the NBA. What the fuck? 18 former NBA players have been arrested and charged federally for defrauding the NBA's health and welfare benefit plan out of approximately $4 million, law enforcement officials say. The indictment says that former NBA players Terrence Williams orchestrated a plan to submit false claims to the NBA's health and wellness benefit plan. Williams allegedly offered to supply false invoices for a group of former players in exchange for kickback payments. Some of the notable players were Sebastian Telfair, Darius Miles, Glenn Davis, Jamario Moon, Allen Anderson, Tony Allen, Shannon Brown, Will Bynum, and Tony Roden. Now, before I let y'all get the floor, I was listening to some of the commentary from Shannon and Skip. Apparently, some of these niggas was claiming that they were getting root canals and other dental work in California while they were playing basketball in like Taiwan. So how do y'all feel about these niggas scamming the NBA?
And this might be ignorant. This might be ignorant, and it might be a flawed take. But I swear to God, if you make it to the NBA and at some point in your life are still broke, that's just how do you even get to that point? It's not even a take. I'm just asking a question. It's not even a take anymore. Like how do you get to that point, bro?
How?
It's not even a take. How do you get to that point?
Listen, I was gonna go the route of saying Sebastian, aka Mr. Getting Locked Up, Telfair. Shannon ate all his money, Brown.
Shannon Brown is broke though.
Darius, Mr. Podcast host Miles.
He's tweaking.
Glenn popping up in everybody's crew league team. Big Baby Davis.
He's tweaking too one time.
These guys are the guys scamming the NBA out of money. Who would have thought? Right? Like, who would have thought? Out of all the people that scam, it'll be these. Terrence fucking do you niggas don't even know who Terrence Williams is?
2K
monster. 2K monster.
Big lip assassin. Straight killer.
Big lip assassin.
Big lip assassin. Scamming the NBA out. I ain't gonna lie. If you seen a recent picture of Shannon Brown, you knew that nigga was scamming money. You knew he had no goddamn money. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't no way Shannon Brown still got money looking like that. Ain't no way.
I don't know what that means. Hold on.
You don't know what that means? Shit. People that look
it up. Look it
Shannon
up.
Brown know what it means.
Exactly.
Nigga ate his money.
I'll say this too. First of all, one day we have to do a list of players who were bad in real life but were great on 2K. And then second, if you break it down, so apparently they submitted like $4 million in claims, only received 2.5. If you break that down by 18, each player gets $138,000. So we're not even talking about a buku amount of money or whatever. And they still had to give money to Terrence Williams for orchestrating and sending false invoices. So we're talking about $138,000. And this is over the course of years. I think one year they said Terrence Williams got $7 million from doing these scams. I mean, not $7 million, $7,000 from doing these scams. It's not adding up. It's not adding up to me.
Me personally, I think it's a lot. I'm not gonna say it's a lot of stuff they're not telling us, but there's got to be more to this than just these 18 former millionaires scamming the NBA out of $4 million. Like, these niggas all signed deals worth more than that money individually.
It was making a lot of sense.
I don't see how all them niggas was what you call. Is he saying something?
No, I'm not.
Oh, I thought I was tripping. But I don't see how you got 18 former millionaires all breaking apart $4 million. Like, it can't be that bad for all of them. Like, Darius Miles hosts a pretty successful podcast. His pockets can't be hurting that bad for 100 bands. It can't be.
Is it a situation where I could get 100 bands? Why not get 100 bands?
But again, to me, it's not 100. It's not 100 bands a year. It's 100,000 over the course of how long they were doing this. My 1 year that Terrence Williams did this. This might have been like 2017. He only got $7,000. We're not talking about. You know what I'm saying? It would be different if it was 100 bands a year. Then maybe I could start to develop it. What Shannon was saying was like, because it's easy, they do it. And if you a thief, that's the mentality. But $7,000 ain't enough to be doing like Fed time. These niggas about to be facing Fed time. I don't know. That's crazy as fuck.
These niggas about to have the Monstars in the penitentiary basketball goddamn team. Like, this shit's crazy. Like, I honestly think the judge is going to prevent them all from being put in the same jail. Like, I don't think they're going to let that happen. But there's no...
Nigga said, you go to Atlanta, you in Toronto.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way them niggas... There's no way... Who holds the Knucklehead podcast? Is that...
That's Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson.
No. They do it on their own channel, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I thought they was on... Maybe I was thinking about somebody else then. But if they got that on their own channel, they have their own brand. You're not making enough money to be like, nah, nigga, I don't need this 7 bands right here of illegal money. Like, you're not making that. Like, come on. I refuse to believe it, bro. I refuse to believe it. The numbers we looking at, just with our little niche over here.
Whoa, hey.
There's no way you telling me that man with the podcast he has, the platform he has, the connection he has, is out here fiending for 7 bands, bro. Nigga saying 7 bands is 7 bands. 7 bands is 7 bands to a nigga that's never seen a band. Nigga, 7 bands is not 7 bands to a former millionaire. Like, it's levels to this shit.
I was about to say, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know what 7 bands is not enough to be robbing folks. Like, that's 7 bands is not a lot of money. Like, not all jokes aside, 7 bands is not.
To be robbing people, yes, it's not.
To be robbing people, 7 bands is not a lot of money. I don't know how else to put it to anybody. 7 bands is not a lot of money. So, Sage, you got anything to say about these crooks and criminals? Hey, Jaylen Brown was on there.
A word? Crazy.
No, I'm playing.
Not informed much about it, but it sounds like niggas just being niggas. I mean, shit. Tony Roden out this motherfucker robbing people. Shocker. I mean, they dumb, bro. I don't know what to say. They just fucking stupid. Like, I'm not shocked by the names at all, as Dom said. So that's basically everything I had. Like, shit, I'm not shocked by the names. I knew some niggas was gonna do some shit like this, and it was mad time before they got caught. That nigga Shannon Brown broke, by the way. So
I don't even know.
I ain't got much to say.
That nigga so broke Monica left him. That's wild. Do you know how broke you gotta be for Monica to leave you, nigga? Like, he got tired of doing them braids. That's what it was.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Yeah, hopefully we can lock their asses up. Anyway, where do we have
Sage, someone said in the chat, if you don't tip your dasher, you basically robbing.
Shit. I ain't say it was
we robbing DoorDash.
Hey, put us in the cell with Darius Miles, and we are taking over for the intramural prison basketball league, nigga. Fuck wrong with these niggas. I'm only throwing lobs to Darius Miles. I'm not, and they gonna be bad passes.
Hey, bro.
Like Chris Paul and Blake Griffin out there.
I'm gonna be park dribbling on motherfuckers. I'm gonna be in this motherfucker throwing oops off of bounce passes and shit, having a good old time.
Takeover. Guys, I got takeovers.
Play take. Hey. I'm gonna be wildin', fool.
These the long passes.
Is it bad? The first thing I did when I seen the news was look up Knucklehead's podcast. Like, that was the... Like, they gonna have a statement on their community page.
We're gonna take a brief hiatus.
Like, hey man, I know what y'all seeing in the media, but it's not true.
It's not true. We would never.
Like, oh shit, they're gonna have an update post like something. I'm just looking for anything. No, I mean that podcast is done.
Nigga about to drop one more episode.
They ain't posted since 2-3 weeks ago or something like that. They ain't posted in a minute now.
2-3 weeks ago, Darius Miles got that note in the mail. Like, hey man, you might want to get a lawyer.
They came knocking at his door. As a matter of fact, he got that call.
Sitting at his computer, like, hey bro, don't we film today? Hey bro, ain't no podcast.
Not today.
Not today. I gotta go straight.
What's the rollout? We not rolling out anything right now, bro. We're rolling in. We're rolling in. Oh man.
He told him, "You gotta go to the dentist again." Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Let me go handle some stuff.
They took my tonsils out again, man. Wow.
Jay Brown.
Getting your tonsils out again. Your tonsils regrowing.
They only took one. They only took one. I gotta go back and get the other one, man. Chill.
Just to note, because we don't really got too much to talk about before the season starts, besides predictions. Jay Brown caught COVID, the Rona. Bezos, how does it feel to know that your team is going to be ass once again?
Oh, fuck.
You know what's crazy? When we were doing predictions, for some reason, we assumed that Jaylen Brown was injured. And then the next day, I'm like, he's playing today in a preseason game. I was like, hey, y'all were wrong. And then the very next day, I'm pretty sure he got the virus. I'm like, man, I can't even make that point on the pod anymore.
Sick. I made my predictions off of health too. The Lakers stupidity is Lakers stupidity, but praise for JB, man. I mean, I don't even Killers. I'm a Lakers fan. I really hate Boston right now. Like I don't care about y'all niggas right now. I ain't gonna lie. Public. Oh my god, public enemy number one is the Clippers to me right now. Like y'all niggas are y'all over there, bro.
I don't even think is there really like a real rivalry in the NBA like right now?
Yeah,
even for the last 5 years. Even for the last 5 years.
Between teams or
between teams. Between teams.
Knicks, Hawks, all for
really any
Knicks,
any player.
I'd say certainly so. I would say to a degree. To a degree, Lakers. Oh, player. Oh, endless. Oh my god. Even though LeBron and Steph like each other, Steph. The Clippers, Lakers. I was gonna say is a team 100%.
Those are more so like media. I'm talking about like the big three Celtics and LeBron dead ass like trash talk each other.
Luka got the Clippers.
Got petty when Ray Allen went to Miami, like that type of shit, like bad boy piss in Chicago.
I would still say LeBron, so? KD. Yeah, LeBron, KD. You're insane if you don't say that. Yeah, Russ KD, like Russ Joel,
Russ Dame.
I would also say.
Nigga.
I was still no. Russ and Dame have literally spoken out about that. I don't think it's a rivalry.
It's a competitive rivalry. Dame is called a competitive rivalry. It's more just two people that like to compete. And however you want to put it, I don't give a fuck what they say because Russ and Kevin Durant say there ain't no smoke with them. But every time they play,
on the court,
niggas get nose to nose about the kiss, yelling at each other. So obviously that's cap. Like that's what people realize. These NBA players lie to niggas' faces on camera about what the fuck is going on the court. Like, them niggas they lie about the dumbest shit just because, oh yeah, they'll believe it. What the fuck? Nigga, I'm on the court. They'll believe anything I say. Like, niggas lie. Kevin Durant and LeBron got a rivalry.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't
got a
know.
rivalry. Like,
Katie and Bron 100% got a rivalry. I would say, in terms of the West, I mean... I think this may be a reach a little bit, but logically it add up. Luka probably hate the fucking Clippers. Luka probably hate their guts right now, to be honest with you. 2 times back to back. One time somebody stepped on his ankle. The other time someone pulling his hand. Now Luka probably hate the Clippers.
Okay, there's definitely still rivalries in the league. I feel like it's the weakest area.
But it's died down. That's obvious. It's died down. That's obvious. Yeah.
I would say Lakers Clippers. It's still something.
There's definitely something there. As a Lakers fan, you can't tell me there's no animosity between Lakers and Clippers. That I know a couple of Clippers fans right now, all fanned on YouTube, and that shit is up every time we talk about them.
Alvini.
Yeah, Alvini, obviously. My boy, shout out my boy George. He barely talk in the group chat, but when Lakers Clippers on, that motherfucker talkative. Shit crazy out there. Won't hear from bro for a smack month until Lakers Clippers is on.
How do you find multiple Clippers fans to talk to? That's my question.
Yeah.
I don't even know Alvini, but that's about it.
I was very much. I be trying to tell people like I was a menace society before this, And I'm still on to this day. So when the Lakers, even when D'Angelo Russell, Mr. Ice in his veins, hit a big shot, I went to class the next day with a 15-35 Lakers team talking crazy. So people literally started fucking with teams just to go at me. And some motherfuckers just really fell in love with Lob City at that point in time too. And that's a birth for a lot of Clippers fans I know.
That's nasty as well.
It's nasty as hell. That's why I say they don't exist in one of my other videos. But hey.
Kyrie and Boston is definitely a rivalry. It shouldn't be, but it is.
It is, yeah.
Boston hates.
Yeah.
I said they racist, though.
Boston
they racist,
hate
though.
Kyrie.
They racist.
Yeah, it is.
Let's be clear.
But
let's be clear. It's just, if he was Luka doing this, they would praise him. God, he still just looks so much like Bird. I'm just mad he's not on our team. Yeah,
he barely even stepped on Lucky. Lucky's fine.
Yeah, Lucky's fine.
That was a super shit. I was at that game. Like, oh my goodness.
You gotta say Trae Young in New York. I know you said it earlier, B-So's, but Trae Young in New York. That's
valid.
That's a new
they
one.
hate that man.
The impression you had earlier on Spaces, y'all was talking about Trae Young in New York. That shit was hilarious.
Oh, the New York niggas.
I was there. Yeah.
Oh, that shit. Yo, word the mother be. We out here live at the Garden. Yo, son, how you feel about Trae Young, son? Yo, son, how you feel about Trae Young, son? Yo, dead ass, fuck that nigga B. Fuck that nigga's moms. This, that, and the third. Ooh, nigga, whoopty, nigga. Yo, I see you got the Trae Young jersey on, nigga. Fuck you and Trae Young, nigga. What you talking about, pussy? Like, niggas is wild.
That beef is probably the one beef where it's on the type of time that Bezos is talking about, where it's up. Like that game come on.
Off of literally one playoff series. It's not like it's not even a build up.
And that's all it takes. That's all it takes. It's the start of something new. Trae Young, New York, any era. That's a rivalry. I don't give a fuck.
Them niggas went to one playoffs.
That shit is
the first playoffs they've been to since Melo played there. And was like, nah, I'ma spit on Trae Young.
Hey, nah, bro. Them niggas.
Hey, mind you, that wasn't even them at like full capacity, was it? That wasn't even them to their maximum strength. They finna come in there crazy. Well,
I thought that's when they allowed the fans back in. That's when they first allowed fans back in.
I don't think the stadium was full though.
It was.
If it wasn't, it was like 85.
And then this nigga
cool. They were showing
Trae be egging their ass on though too. let's not act like Trae innocent. This nigga Trae would be like,
he got little man syndrome. He got little man syndrome, bro.
It's cold in here.
This nigga will hit a three, watch Randall airball, and be like, "Oh, Trae." You see, when they wild out on your ass, don't say nothing, bro.
He got little man syndrome, bro. Yeah, he be getting mad at he act like everybody got beef for him. So it's cool. It works out.
Gotta be wild like that. Gotta be wild like that.
He got eliminated from the playoffs. He said on TikTok. He said he started dancing on TikTok.
New York not here either.
Didn't he lose? And like his first TikTok post was like on the way to Cancun. He was dancing and shit.
Yeah. Is that like
nigga's a troll?
Let's get down to the real meat and potatoes of this podcast. On a serious tip, they love it when I say serious tip. I think that's just cool, bro. They loves it when I say serious tip. Let's do some award predictions. Rookie of the year.
I'm gonna disclaim this now, and I'm gonna go first. I'm ill-equipped to do this. Really, don't watch Clash, don't watch college, don't watch high school. None of it. I've seen minimal preseason games, minimal highlights of preseason games. I'm gonna just go off the limb. That nigga Jaylen Green look kind of nasty.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I know a lot of people want me to say Cade. That nigga Jaylen looking kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna be casual and say him because I don't know about Scotty. I've heard about him. I don't know about the Warriors niggas, but I've heard about him. Cam Thomas, damn candidate, but he's cool. But I'm gonna just go Jaylen Green.
Cam Thomas is gonna be, in my opinion, a good rookie, especially for where he was drafted.
But he's not in the race.
In terms of winning the award. Again, I'm on the same boat as Sage. I don't really know much about these prospects aside from what I've seen from preseason.
Yeah, I heard he's casual.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, for rookies right now, yes, I am a casual for this.
So to me, Cade or Jaylen Green. I mean,
they
haven't really shown anything.
God, that's such casual talk. Damo, who do you have? Who you got winning?
Me personally, I would say if anybody, I would pick Jaylen Green just because I think his numbers will look the best. I don't see Cade I've said this since forever. I don't think Cade is going to have much of an impact on winning. His numbers don't look okay, but he's going to get outdone by a lot of other niggas. I don't know why we talk about Cam Thomas. That nigga is literally Eastern Conference THT. So if niggas can hate on THT, I can hate on Cam Thomas. Let's just see each other.
I only brought up Cam Thomas because he looked cool. I wasn't saying he's in a race.
You know who else looked cool in the preseason?
Oh my God!
THT a couple years ago.
You're running. Hey, you know what I mean. He literally knows.
He looked good a couple years ago in the preseason. Niggas said it was just Lakers hype. So this is just Nets fans hyping up a nigga.
Oh, brother.
The Bulls got Caruso. The Lakers got THT. They got Cam Thomas now.
Hey, I don't know. I can't argue with the nigga.
I like Scotty. I think K's not going to have. He's probably going to be the third best rookie because I think Scotty's numbers might end up better depending on how bad Toronto is as a team.
You think?
I saw a couple of Book Night highlights. Book Night's looking shit.
Book Night, however you say his name, yeah, he cool.
I think though in the preseason, like what I've come to understand is that like, yo, they gonna get these niggas the ball. All in all, and that's summer league too. Book Night is not gonna take the same shots in the regular season. Like he's just not. He takes like similar shots to like Terry Rozier. Well, let me not say that because they gonna say something. But he takes shots. He takes shots. He's not gonna be able to take those shots on the Hornets. Like he's not. That's not gonna be the offense.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I would suggest a lot of stupid shots. Charlotte Hornets. I ain't gonna lie. That's happening. Like LaMelo is gonna pass people the ball, but the young guys are gonna shoot they tweens. Trust.
Why is Booknight not gonna be able to take his shots on the Hornets?
How many shots did he take? I think the other game he had 20 something. He's not gonna get 15 shots as a rookie. And be able to take a bunch of step back tweens with LaMelo, Gordon, Hayward. I think they're trying to win this year. Like, at least win more games.
He's a guard, right? He's a guard, right?
Yeah, he's a guard.
On top of that,
so they have Terry Rozier, LaMelo, Devontae Graham, and
no, he's not on that team. You're a casual dog. God,
he's in NOLA. He's in NOLA, which by the way, I don't really care about him in New Orleans, but he's in New Orleans.
If you look at that guard depth, it's not. I mean,
damn, he's so casual.
Look it up. I'm gonna look it up right now. Go ahead.
He's gassing it so much. He's so tired of being called the casual. He's even made it his brand now. It's crazy.
So they have Melo, they have James. What am I looking at? They have Terry, of course, Scotty Lewis, some nigga named Jalen Crutcher. Dang, Kelly's on that team now too. Ish Smith is on that team. Again, I'm saying he won't be able to put up like 15 shots a game. I don't
I agree with that. Yeah. I thought you were saying he's not going to shoot wild shots, but he's going to shoot wild shots. He's going to shoot like 7, in my opinion.
He'll be able to put up a decent number of shots for a rookie guard. Like he'll be able to put up enough shots to take this same type of shots you see him taking. He might not be able to put up the same volume, but he can put up those type of shots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, he can put them up ultimately. I personally don't think compared to the other rookies, the other rookies are gonna have free reign. Like Jalen Suggs is gonna be able to do whatever he wants to do. Fuck it's not gonna matter. Orlando ain't trying to win nothing. Like it don't even matter, bro. It don't matter.
How are you playing Jalen Suggs more minutes? Well, Markel's not there, so I guess he takes Markel's minutes. But when Markel gets back, unless you're gonna trade him, I would assume Markel's better than Jalen Suggs, so Markel would get more minutes.
It ain't about that.
More minutes. Are you about to give RJ Hampton G League minutes still? Because I assumed RJ Hampton progressed. He grew, literally physically he grew, and he's not a bad player, so he's going to have to get minutes.
Hey,
I would think Jalen Suggs would be in a book night situation, if not worse.
They're going to try out their prospect. No,
the difference is one, they're a shit team, and they're a shittier team, and two. They took him too high to just be sitting him on the bench like that. They ain't doing that.
Where was Booknight taken? Was he not?
Wasn't Jalen Suggs taking top 5? Booknight wasn't taking top 5. Was
Booknight not a lottery pick?
It's different, but
from
between
what I
that,
remember, I believe so, but he's not. Jalen Suggs was drafted higher. I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm not saying Jalen Suggs wasn't drafted high, but if you take a lotto guy and you have a position that's not like depth field and he can he can get his minutes in, why would he not get more of a shot than a guy like Jalen Suggs? Like, I get it, you drafted Jalen Suggs high, he has to play, but That's not always the case.
He was drafted 11th overall to a better team with an already younger guard who we think is going to be better. Like we just think is going to be better. Jalen Suggs was drafted to a team with no identity, higher in the draft, that doesn't have anything going on, but they want to sell tickets by throwing their star rookie prospect out there. He gonna be able to do whatever he want to on that team. It ain't gonna be. And then they don't got no real coach. They don't got no real structure at all, Damo. Orlando's going to do it. Unless somebody's telling me they're finna start feeding Jonathan Isaac more or start like having Mo Bamba score or some shit. Like they're going to be able to do whatever.
None of that has to do with the fact that Cole Anthony is better than Jalen Suggs. He's going to get his minutes. When I forget how hurt Markelle is, but if he's one of those guys that's back at the beginning of the season, that's another point guard you're battling minutes with. Like
politics, bro.
Magic fan,
politics.
Are you gonna run Markelle at the 2? And they're like, nah, that doesn't make sense. So unless their coach is not gonna make sense and run Markelle at the 2, they have point guard depth that negates Jalen Suggs playing.
Politics,
like,
bro.
Logically.
Politics. They just wouldn't have drafted him then. They wouldn't have drafted him. Politics.
That's not true. The niggas you said it yourself. They're a shit franchise. They're bad. Like
right.
Bad franchises.
And that's why. But that's what I'm saying. Politics is the reason why they're gonna start him over Markelle. Whether you believe he's better than Markelle or not.
$23 million a year.
Who's the young star? Who's the young star?
Markelle's more of a young star than him. Markelle's put up 17, 18 a game, making $23 million. You're telling me he's not gonna start?
Okay.
We talk about it all the time how certain guys get paid this amount of money. They gotta play. You're talking about politics, nigga. That's not politics. That's not Markelle Fultz. That's not Markelle Fultz. And I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't putting up 17. I don't know where you got that from. 13 a game. That was last year. But yeah, you're talking about last year. What about the season before that?
12. That nigga's a scrub, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga's a scrub. And he ain't making no 23. He's making 16 and a half, then 16 and a half the next year, then 17 the following year of his contract. Markelle is not somebody that they're stopping drafting a point guard for. Like, he's just not. And neither is Cole Anthony. Neither is Cole Anthony.
That's tremendous, Cap.
Cole Anthony, I'm shaky about because Cole Anthony, he's like, and I know you're high on him. I think me and Bezos have spoken on Cole Anthony the same exact way, in the sense of I see him getting maybe 1 or 2 All-Stars, but I don't see him being a perennial All-Star. And I think 1 or 2 All-Stars would be one of those outlying seasons that maybe just scoring crazy.
Yeah, these niggas suck, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
But the reason why I disagree with that, and I know I'm the college casual here, but the reason why just logic-wise I disagree is because Jalen Suggs was taking what, like top
5th?
5th? All right, yeah. So he was taking 5th. You have Cole Anthony and Markelle. You have Markelle locked up. If anything, worst come to worst, tell that nigga to be a 6 man. He got injured for like the 20th time. Like tell a motherfucker come off the bench. Or you tell Cole Anthony call off the bench, but there's no reason Jalen Suggs shouldn't be playing less than 25 minutes. No logical reason. So
yeah,
but that's not even who I had as my rookies of the year. I still got Jalen.
Yeah, he's not in a race.
I wouldn't say that. Jalen Suggs has really, really impressed. Everything that Ant Wright said is like just so factual. He looks like a grown man. He looks like a grown man out there. I would love to see how they play like him and Kevin Porter Jr. at the same time. But just all of them. I'm not saying that they couldn't do it. I just want to see what they do. Scotty Barnes. Was high on Scotty Barnes. Still am high. He is just the most perfect plug-and-play player in this draft in a minute that I've seen. And then, of course, Cade Daddy. Yeah. Black Luka? Yeah. Black Luka. Yes.
Black Luka's wild. What was the player? What was the player you said is Black Luka, so I can remember to watch Black Luka for him?
Cade Cunningham, because he's black.
Cade Cunningham,
and he's got Luka like Black Luka's. Whew, and he'll come out as a better shooter. Like he's starting off as a better shooter than Luka.
I want him to be good. The more stars, the better. So hey, you know,
watch him play, and you be able to be like, how is a nigga that can't create a successful shot consistently Black Luka?
I will admit that I've seen a bit of footage. I haven't really seen shot creator from him. I feel like he'll get that, but I haven't really gotten.
What footage are you watching? College footage?
Preseason.
Oh,
you look like PJ Tucker out there.
I told you, Matt.
You must be talking about summer league because he didn't play preseason.
It was like It felt like Lonzo type shit, not like diming, but like in terms of just getting the shot. Like he'll make a quick move, and if that move weren't there, and whatever, pass the ball. That's what I saw. That's what I saw, but he could be better. Yeah, that's why I figured that. I was like, it feel like he could be better at it, but I feel like he will be better at it. He was taking number 1 for a reason, right? I assume so. So
yeah. I will say though, he's
a lot better.
You said what?
I thought his handle was going to be a lot better than what it is.
Yeah, it looks pretty stiff.
Apparently, he's been hurt. Apparently,
I don't want to judge. I don't want to judge.
But yeah, I don't want to judge him. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's not like I'm judging your impact based off your handle or whatever over the preseason. Like how you're not about to just go out here in the summer league and preseason handle the ball like shit, and then be like, oh, let me turn it on. Like nigga, you can't handle the ball. You can't handle the ball.
Right.
So
right.
him coming into the league, I figure, he's going to be a 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 1. Like that, he's going to be a point guard that tall. People were saying, "Oh, nah, that's not him. That's not him." Now, slowly, I've started to realize, he's not a 1. At best, he'd be utilized at probably a 3, maybe a 2, but he's not a 1. His handle doesn't have 1. Maybe he could pull a Jaylen Brown and just come out with a fucking bag one year and just be out here hezzy tweening after. Well,
there's a lot of time. There's a lot of time.
There's a lot of time.
I'm about to say, I think that's what it'll end up being. Because I'm saying like Luka. Everybody knows I'll be exaggerating, but I agree with everything that you're saying right now. I think I still see the ability for it to be tighter and everything like that. I'll not see that from him. Next award is Coach of the Year. Remember, Coach of the Year, in my opinion, goes to the team that makes the highest jump, and they automatically equate that to like, oh yeah, the coaching has gotten better. So with that being said, who gets Coach of the Year?
Rick Carlisle.
Facts. Okay. We understand.
Indiana, right?
Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana, Rick Carlisle. I got Rick Carlisle. Billy Donovan?
Yeah.
What did the Bulls end up last year? Do you remember? Off the top of your head?
I'll check.
31 and 41?
I believe. I'm checking.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. 31 and 41. So if they just okay. I mean, okay.
Yeah, because I think they're about to have a top 10 defense and at worst 12 offense. So I think they're about to have a little top 10 on both sides shtick going on, and then be really good in the playoffs. But I think even though playoffs don't matter, we know them niggas voting be like dumb. So I feel like once they make second round, they be like, yeah, go to Billy.
If Kyrie misses more than half of the season, and the Nets still have like 55 wins. Nash might be.
If they ever give Steve Nash Coach of the Year for anything that he does in fucking Brooklyn, that would be an atrocity.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do that. They did, and Bezos would have an argument because I believe Kerr was a candidate or even got it before. I don't know, but Kerr definitely was in conversation. Yeah, and I understand that, but nah, they ain't. It's like the media who votes on it has already done gassed up Brooklyn as this team that can't fail except if they hurt themselves. Nah, they ain't doing that shit.
And about Kyrie deciding not to get vaccinated, that's hurting themselves.
I would add into that poll that pool that we've already said, Willie Green in New Orleans. I don't see how it can happen, but hey, let's just say they just take a jump, then obviously it can happen. Depending on what happens in LA. For the Clippers, if that team is better than what some people project them to be, because I already feel this narrative like that's brewing, like Paul George isn't a really good player. Paul George is a top 15 player, and they're already starting to. I've heard it in spaces, and I've seen a couple of like articles. Now these are beat writers or whatever, but oh man, could the Clippers be trying to build their future and get a low pick or whatever the fuck? I'm like, no, bro, that's ass. But if they end up doing good enough, they could get it. And then I'm always going to throw Dwayne Casey in there because if Detroit is just if they become a playoff team, then they could probably get something.
I hope for your sake Detroit's good.
I hope Detroit's going to be like an 11 seed, and for them that's good.
I hope for you Detroit's good.
Why don't we hope that basketball is good? What the fuck?
Because if Detroit's not good, I'm going to be an asshole to you live on camera.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to cyberbully.
What are we calling out? What are we calling out?
No, it's because
Detroit's bad. No. If Detroit's bad yet again, I'm cyberbullying you live on pod right now.
Oh my god!
What exactly are you bullying for?
It's because
what take has he said?
It's because I'm saying Detroit is a decent organization. They have good pieces. And they should be better than they were last year. I don't understand.
They have fixed it. I agree. They fixed it, but I don't think
they're not dog shit. And ultimately, if they're bad, I don't care. I put this shoulder up, and I drop them because I don't care. Listen, Atlanta will be in the playoffs. I don't care about Detroit.
Look at Dom.
He got all that.
Listen, do it. Hey, you know what's crazy? Listen,
he said. Dom said, "Not a Kyra."
Yeah, the nigga saw the reference. The nigga heard the reference and
hey, look. If Detroit ends up being the fourth worst team in the league, and Dom will come there, but you said, you know what I'm gonna do? Oh yeah, I said it. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, on to the next thing. I don't care. What? Who cares? Who cares?
Shit. I know he was pissed. I know he pissed.
Listen, who cares? But again, I'm gonna say it one last time. Dwayne Casey, Troy Weaver, they're not terrible. I remember people were trying to convince us that Sekou Doumbouya was a good player. I think he's out of the league now. Fuck that nigga. But all these other players are decent. They're decent. So, and maybe hopefully Killian Hayes will be everything.
Like, dang.
Cause, bro, now this is something that I don't like. I don't like when they take these sorry players and just try to gas them up to be something that they're not. Like,
I do hate when niggas gas young shit players. There's such thing as a nigga who was young and he's just trash.
Sounds familiar.
Was Seiko shit though?
He's not in the league. Yes.
He wasn't horrible, but he was nowhere near as good as motherfuckers that's trying to boost him to be. Like when Brooklyn got him for that brief moment in time. Oh my Lord.
It was a steal, right?
They got that defense now. He's gone. He's literally gone. I guess it wasn't good enough in practice, bro. I guess KD was still being KD. Crazy. Damn.
He was on the Rockets. The Rockets waived him, bro. The Rockets waived him.
Oh, yeah. Bro, he did go to Houston for a bit.
He's going to get picked back up.
Probably. Because he's just off of physique, probably.
I guess so. Anyway.
Justice Winslow's on the Clippers, bro. That nigga's on the
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, off of physique, somebody's going to try him again.
I didn't even know Justice Winslow was still in the league until I seen that tweet on Twitter earlier. He's like just realized he's on the Clippers. I'm like, nigga, is this fake?
Yeah, they got him to be like a mid-level playmaker.
This is Photoshop.
I'm about to say, this is a dope-ass ad, bro. Look at this nigga's jersey.
Toss me the designer, man.
Listen, man.
Oh, man.
What's that portfolio looking like? Like, this is clean. This is...
Why y'all going on my man Justice, bro? Y'all said the Clippers need a playmaker. There you go.
Justice six man of the year.
Definitely did draft SG as your point.
Well, shit, Damo. I ain't gonna lie. You better say Markel in the running. Markel Cole or Jaylen. One of them motherfuckers better be. You better say one of them. Who benched? You better say that name.
I got you. Wait, so am I going first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, Jalen Suggs, 6 man of the year.
Yeah,
Jalen Suggs, 6 man of the year.
Jalen Suggs, the 6th man of the year. I like that.
If I had somebody else, I would say Jalen Suggs twice. Then I would say, I don't know why, but I really feel like Schroeder's coming. He's gonna come off the bench for Boston, bro.
Nah.
Wow.
You think they're going to go smart? You think they're going to go smart at the one?
Smart at the one. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Robert Williams.
I actually could see
that's a beast defensive lineup, right?
If they smart, they'll go smart starting. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I agree. I actually just straight up agree. I would start Marcus, risk the playmaking, had a defense.
I did see Margot say something about, like, it was a picture of the new coach and Marcus Smart, and they were talking on the bench, and they were saying, like, this is our point guard. Y'all don't fuck with Dennis Schroeder, B-Souls, or is it because he's dark skinned?
Oh my goodness, Boston just loves Marcus Smart. That's it. Like, they are die hard for Marcus Smart, bro.
You see how he said Boston? He didn't say we. He said Boston loves Marcus Smart. Not we love Marcus.
They do. If there is one player on the Celtics they would just ride or die for, it is Marcus Smart. Like, no cap.
They have
I think a lot of Boston fans Boston fans dead ass used to prior to last season. It was Tatum Smart. Now it's probably Tatum and maybe Brown then Smart. Like niggas, Boston's wild for that nigga Marcus, dog.
Marcus Smart. I ain't gonna lie. I don't have nobody for 6th man of the year. I don't know who's gonna.
I do actually.
I'm just saying fuck everybody.
I tweeted out today, and Dom, shout out to you because you really got me on this. You really got me going with this momentum right now in this mindset, bro. Man, the Warriors like the young niggas, bro, and I've been saying it ever since I've converted. I ain't gonna lie. It might be a pool party, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It really might be a pool party, bro.
I watched that first game.
That nigga's nasty, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He might be a pool party.
Imagine Sean Livingston with a handle and a 3-ball.
If they bench that nigga, which I think they should do, if they bench that nigga, it's a pool party, bro.
I'm convinced every fan base said, fuck it. The Lakers got THT. I know we got somebody. And just pick niggas. Because I promise you, niggas was not talking about Jordan Poole like this 3-4 months ago. This nigga had
I gave you credit because I was like, damn, they ain't trade for Beal or somebody. You was like, bruh, really look at their talent. They ain't on that bad. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and look at their talent, bro. I seen the nigga Moody. Moody cool. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't big on Moody like that. He cool. I seen the nigga, the cum bucket. I was like, all right. That's Draymond Jr. Okay, I fuck with it. And then I was like, all right, what is this nigga Jordan Poole talking about? Because Poole been here. And I seen a couple of times ago, but what this nigga Poole talking about? For this nigga Jordan Poole done hit a half spin, step back, bang. I was like, what the fuck? This is a pool party, nigga.
On Wayne Ellington. Wayne Ellington got crossed the fuck up twice in the same game.
I go back, watch some of last season film. I seen this nigga dead ass like on literal tween step back 3 culture, got a hand on him. I was like, oh my God, this nigga.
And you're telling me, with all the young pieces they have, which fits with Curry and Clay?
I already said he converted me.
I'm just saying, because it's certain people that's not looking at their camera right now that swore, oh, bro, nah, these young players don't help at all. You see the light. Like these.
I've never said that.
Yes, you have, Omar.
I said young players
Omar,
never.
Me and you.
I said young players never help at all.
Yes,
to the degree that like, yo, let's just trade all the young players.
The way it went exactly is I was like, they're gonna fuck up in the postseason. I would trade them now. Bezos was like, man, they're not even like y'all were basically on some they not even that good shit. No god.
I was talking about Wiseman and Jonathan Kuminga, bro.
You were talking about all of them. You said Moses.
No, because I don't even really. I don't know anything about Moses Moody. Until y'all just said that. I don't know any. Listen, I'm gonna sound hella casual. I don't even know what position Moses Moody played. I don't know anything about Moses Moody. I don't know anything about Moses Moody at all. It's Moses, and that's why I don't want to sound too crazy. Moses Moody isn't the center out of UCLA, is he? I'm being serious, bro. I think that's Moses Brown, though. I think that's Moses Brown.
I sat here and said verbatim, word for word, bar for bar. Omar is just talking without knowing anything about these young guys. And that nigga said, bruh, Kuminga ain't got no bag on offense. He can't score. Like, all right.
That's not. I did not. Damo needs to stop. Listen. Damo needs to stop because I don't talk bad. I don't talk bag talk. I was specifically talking about Wiseman and I was talking about Kuminga. I don't think those two guys who they think will be beneficial to winning championship basketball. I don't think that they're those guys. I personally don't think. I would have definitely sold on those guys. Now the younger guys, the ones who aren't on like detrimental contracts coming up. Hell yeah, these second round picks, these low. What was Moses Moody drafted? What was he? 14th in the 2021? Bro, yeah. I'm not worried about the Jordan Bulls. Listen, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. Listen, yeah, I don't know anything about him. I didn't know anything about Jordan Poole until the other night. Like, well, I knew about him apparently last year.
I knew about Poole Party last year, but I didn't think I knew he'd get better, but this motherfucker.
He was a nigga on the Warriors, bro. I don't care about the biggest, bro, because at the end of the day, listen, and if you think that this is the case, Game 7, Steve Kerr is looking down his bench. Frank Vogel's looking down his bench. You think them niggas is pulling rookies? Okay. If you think them niggas is pulling first year, second year players.
I think they are, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think they are.
And if they nice like that, then that's different. Hey, I'm wrong. Fuck it, I'm wrong. But if they are pulling...
They ain't got no vets.
Oh, listen, and Sage, if you have to, that's a different story. Now, is that your preference? Would he be wanting to pull first and like second year players and shit? Like, would he be wanting to do that? Probably not. And we would see how that fares versus a bunch of veteran players on the like the Lakers or something like that. You think if they get to let's say they get to the finals, you think he wants to pull out a bunch of rookies and first year or second year players versus the Bucks, bro? Is that what you think he would want to do that?
If they get to the finals,
I think so, though.
I think, yeah. If they get to the finals, you got there for a reason.
Chest spam and no vest. Like, I know they have some. I'm talking about compared to... Oh, man. Okay. Any fucking way. Nah, dog. Like, Jordan Poole, that nigga Wiseman, that nigga Moody. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not big on Moody. But I'm saying in terms of they bench, they looking at their young dudes, they comparing it to the veterans on their bench. They're like, yeah, give me the young niggas. The fuck? Niggas talking about no vets and act like I don't know who Stephen Curry is. I hate you dumbass niggas so bad.
Is that what they say? Well,
yes.
It is what it is.
They think I don't know Steph Curry and Clay exist. Holy fuck.
It is what it is.
Clay, Draymond.
Yeah, holy shit. How did you not know that Stephen Curry? Yeah. You just look.
They got vets. They have enough vets. Even just from the front line alone.
That's what no cap. No cap.
And that's not what I'm saying either, B-Souls. I'm asking. Because they still got Otto Porter's on that team as well, right? Andrew Wiggins is on that team as well. In the game 7 versus the Lakers, are they pulling out? Are they looking down their bench and saying, "Yo, bro, give me a lineup of Curry, Clay, Kuminga, Wiseman, and Poole"?
So do you? Who
if
you
it's
think
been
is
working? If it's been working, yes. Yeah, I'm about to say.
So do you think they're about to play Jordan Poole less than like Iggy or some shit?
I can't say. Oh, I forgot Iggy was on this team.
Yeah, Iggy just came back. There's no way they play Iggy more than Jordan right now. Hell no. Even in Game 7. Hell no.
I can't.
You just seen the Hawks go into a playoff series, multiple playoff series, and play their young guys. Like Kevin Huerter's not a vet. And they trusted him.
How many of them are rookies?
Hit big shots.
Young guys are young guys. Okay, Jordan Poole's not a rookie. He's still a young guy.
We're talking about all those guys, but how many of those guys are like rookies on the Hawks? How many of them were rookies?
Omar, I feel you, but when it's their first playoff series, is their first time going to the playoffs. All of them. On the Hawks, it was their first year being good. They weren't good last year. They were an ass team last year. Like last season, they were an ass team. Like this is their first, not last season, the year before that. You know what I mean? This past season, when they just had that playoff run, was their first time being good. Like the entire time Trae Young's been a Hawk outside of last season, which has only been 2-3 seasons, they were ass. So their first time being good, they make the playoffs for the first time. They're playoff rookies. That's their first time being there. Like if you look at that roster, Rondo was gone. Like most of the motherfuckers they had on that roster were not experienced playoff players. Fucking Bogdanovich. That nigga was on the fucking Sacramento Queens. Them niggas weren't playing valuable basketball. Like, you learn how to win.
I wanted that nigga so bad, bro.
How many of those niggas were NBA? How many of those niggas were NBA rookies?
Again, Omar, yes, they might not have been NBA rookies in their first season, but if you're telling me there's a drastic difference in experience going into your first playoffs as a third-year player at the age of 22 versus a guy coming in the NBA at 19, 20, and they're trying to get to the playoffs. If you're telling me there's much difference, like way more difference, I call cap. There's not too much different there. Yes, you have experience in the NBA, but when it comes to the playoffs, that shit don't fucking matter. This is still a new environment for you. This is still a new situation.
If they're being productive players, you play them. I mean, if they prove throughout a 82 game regular season that they're productive players, if Jordan Poole is averaging fucking 17 points per game, I'm playing him. I don't
like
give a fuck about his age.
Like hell, the Lakers are one of the oldest teams in the league right now. I promise you, that nigga Malik Monk playing. No matter what, that nigga Malik ain't never been there either. He playing.
We'll just see with just turned 19 years old, Jonathan Kuminga does next year for what we expect to be like a team contending for the West. What people would call contending for the West. We'll see what 18-year-old just turned 19. It's been 4 days now that he's been 19 years old. We'll see what he does for a team that's supposed to be contending in the West.
So have we not seen young guys in the last 5 years all be valuable or be impactful or help with winning? Have we not seen that before?
I didn't say that.
Okay, so what I'm asking you is, have we not? So we've seen that, right? So
I would say yes. Show me somebody that young. If you can show me somebody
Tatum, Jason
Tatum and Jaylen Brown 2018.
And both of them, both of them two different situations. Both of them two different situations, but Jason Tatum got you. Let me look up. Because I'm not debating you about Jay Sean.
And Tatum, I ain't need the numbers. That boy made the ECF. Could it be Braun if Jaylen Brown and Terry ain't go donut or whatever?
Luka at the age of 20.
He's not Luka. He's not Jason.
No. We're not asking who these guys. We're asking, can young guys be impactful and important in playoff series in late games? That's what we're asking.
Terry Rozier at that time was 23 years old.
Magic Johnson, bro.
All right, B. Sosa. Now you going back all the way to segregation ball, but okay. And Jaylen Brown was 21. And again, I'm not saying that it can't happen. I would just love to see this 19-year-old. I think that's part. We have like high expectations of these 19-year-olds. And that's what the fuck happened to Wiseman last year. Oh my God, they're going to be so great.
Tyler Hero?
Wiseman couldn't even stay on the fucking court.
Tyler Hero's a more realistic one.
I get it, and you can, probably. You can name them. That's fine. Are they anomalies? Yeah, I would say they're anomalies.
No, they're not.
Tyler Heroes happen all the time.
They're not.
Young guy gets on the postseason. That happens all the time. I'll just 2021 NBA playoff right now.
How is that not an anomaly when you can go through? If you go through a full draft, how many of those players can you name? I'm looking at
productive.
Like looking at the Suns had a bunch of young dudes that just went the fuck off for them and made the finals.
Niggas is switching from productive. And mind you.
I thought that was the bar.
That's the conversation with productive.
Productive and contributing to winning basketball. You added all the extra shit. No, you can be productive and lose. Niggas is productive losers. Is Zion not a productive loser?
But isn't your take? Are they gonna play him in the playoffs?
Yeah, Cam Johnson came out the fucking.
How did you change what I just said? That was your
original take.
I literally said it's game.
You were
bro.
Okay,
I said game 7.
Say your take. Game 7.
Listen, bro. I said if it's game 7, do you think Steve Kerr is looking down his bench and saying, "Yo, bro, you know what? I need a 19-year-old cum bucket. I need James Wiseman, and I need Moses Moody." In here with Steph and Clay right now.
If he's been producing that series, yes.
Okay, hey, and that's it right there. Okay, if that's the case, that's fine. I would love to see it. If it happens, it happens.
But it's happened so much though. That's the only thing that's like, why are you shocked? It's happened so much.
Is that not an anomaly? Is what I'm asking you. And you keep saying
we've named a lot of examples so far. Is Siakam?
Listen, bro.
I could name like 10 examples from this postseason if I really had to.
Listen to what I'm saying. You can name 10 versus how many? That makes it an anomaly, bro. If there are 60 people and you can only name 4, that makes it an anomaly.
Not all of those 60 players are going to be productive NBA players.
Yeah, it's 60 people in the draft.
That's what makes it an anomaly, nigga.
Well, that's not fair. In that case, that's like saying any good player in the draft is an anomaly. That's just how basketball is. The NBA is set up to be designed. Every person in the NBA is an anomaly at that point. We're going by that logic.
Okay. Next award, most improved player of the year. It's an anomaly. I don't know how else to make it like not if it's not an outlier. If it's not an outlier saying that this 19-year-old is going to contribute and be a great producer on this quote unquote championship or playoff contending team. I don't know how that's not an anomaly. I don't know how that's not.
Especially lotto picks. I would even say it's not an anomaly if they're lotto picks, but I ain't trying to drag it. But like 7 and 14.
We can look at lotto picks. I would just it's an anomaly still. I would just still say it's an anomaly. But go ahead. Most improved player of the year.
Big Zo. After him, I don't know. But Zoe came to mind. I'm not going to stamp it, actually. Let me take it back.
I'm forgetting names.
But yeah. Let me not stamp Zoe, but Zoe comes to mind immediately. Who else?
I gonna lie, a lot of motherfuckers have been gassing Darius Garland lately.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's interesting.
A lot of motherfuckers have been gassing Darius Garland.
People swear Darius the truth now.
Darius Garland over John Morant. Apparently.
Yeah, seen that. Shit crazy.
I don't understand how
De'Aaron Fox is going to be most improved after just averaging 25.
He just averaged 25.
Oh my god!
There's no way Fox gets it unless he averages 27 on like 39 3-point percentage. Which
do they have to be winning to some? Do they have to be winning to some extent? Because if that's the case, like who won it in 2019-20?
They don't necessarily need to be, but it helps.
The award is mostly based off of like who made a leap from not being a top 50 player to being a top 50 player. Because I think the year Devontae Graham was in conversations, if you look statistically, he went from like a 3-point per game score to like a 19-point per game score. So just off of improvement, Devontae Graham should have won, but I think it was Brandon Ingram and Bam Adebayo that was still in the race.
Yeah. I agree with Bezos, but I'll even go a step further. It's not only that, it also, I think what honestly matters more to them is 50 to 20. Like a person that he's the new face of the NBA or he's one of the new faces of the NBA, I feel like that's the person that always gets it. So like if hypothetically Christian Wood didn't get hurt his breakout season, I don't even know if he won the award, but if he was a candidate or some shit like that. Any person that comes out of the fucking cut and it's just like, oh yeah, you can build around this player, he'll get it for sure.
I feel like go ahead.
No. I was thinking. That's what I said.
I feel like narrative is going to drive it. Like a really hard, good narrative will make it this year. So I'm going to say Zoe, just because I'm seeing the seeds. Not even me being a super Zoe fan, but me seeing the seeds being planted and the fact that he's going to win a defensive award this year. Like he's going to be one of the better. Like people are going to give him his respect and his flowers as one of the better defensive guards. That on top of how good the Bulls are projected to be, and I expect them to be, and the numbers I expect them to have, I feel like Zoe can be most improved.
I think it's MPJ.
I was gonna say KPJ. Funny enough,
I swear to God, we've asked this question before.
Yeah, we have.
And I said KPJ last time.
Yeah,
but I'm switching it to MPJ.
MPJ has a shot. MPJ has a legit shot.
Especially if Jamal Murray is going to be sitting out a good portion of the start of the year, and MPJ can truly establish, because he averaged what, like 19, 18 last season. If he can bump that up to 23 to 25, maintain that crazy efficiency he has, maybe improve a little bit defensively. Yeah, that's a top 38.
Yeah,
it's I don't got the list in front of me, but he's gonna increase.
It's ironic you brought up Jamal Murray, because I'd go on the limb right now and say if he was healthy, he'd get it. And maybe that's the hot take of the day, but nah, that Jamal Murray, when he second half of the season, he was on time, and it was the playoff Murray y'all was asking for, dead ass with defense. The boy was giving you. Let me go back to it because I just had it up earlier today. 22 and 5 on 49-44 splits. And I don't think that's sustainable for 82 games, but if he can give you 47-42, a good 24 points, I'd have him winning it. I ain't gonna lie.
He's a fluke. He's a fluke.
He's not a fluke. He did
Somebody
it
said
twice.
Klay Thompson.
Clay.
Jamal Murray's a fluke.
What is this?
Jamal Murray's a fluke?
What is this? The fucking Walter Payton Award? Nigga come back from injury when this shit? What the fuck?
Jamal Murray is probably one of the most inconsistent.
Is that the Walter Payton Award? Football niggas. What's that award where you get hurt and you come back called? Thought this shit was Walter Payton. I think
the Tommy Wilkins Award.
Oh.
KD?
That K Dizzle Award.
Shit.
K Dizzle Award.
I said Walter Payton. I think that's the award for being nice. Oh shit.
Nah, you know what's crazy though? MPJ has to have a breakout year. Honestly, like he has to this year. He can't. If MPJ comes out averaging 18 to 20 points a game, niggas gonna treat him like Tobias Harris. I ain't gonna lie to you. After that contract, bro,
he's the third option. Like, what?
If he's still average, if he's still shooting like 48, 44, like 85 from the field, averaging 18 to 20.
Yeah, niggas ain't stamping Tobias doing that.
If Jamal Murray isn't back for most of the season, whatever.
Oh, they're gonna need that. Yeah, I agree. Then
if he has to be the second option Like if it's his turn to step up and put up better numbers as a second option, and he can't do that, he stagnates, he plateaus, he puts up the same numbers he did last year. Because did he play mostly as a third option last year? Yes, right? Like when did Jamal go down?
March. Let me double check. I just had it.
So he played majority of the season as a third option, gave you 18. He played majority of the season, gave you 18. Cool. In theory, like Biso said, if Jamal's not there, his numbers should go up. His role should improve. His numbers should improve, right? Yeah. If his numbers don't improve after getting that max deal, you're telling me this troll of a basketball community isn't going to be on his head?
Oh, well, yeah. We talking about the dumbasses.
Y'all gave him 200 mil to still give you 18? Tobias could do that. Like,
the dumbasses. The dumbasses are going to do that. All right, well, that I can't argue. The dumbasses will do that.
Dumbasses. Let's be honest.
But like when we're talking about like what is this, third season playing, fourth season, something like that. Nigga just got the bag, man. And he's gonna be better than Tobias Harris. Spoiler alert. Tell you, promise you.
He better be.
Promise you.
He better be. He should be.
You could argue he already is. You probably lose it, but you could argue it. And it's like,
I mean, I feel like he's gonna be, but I don't know, man.
I'm gonna throw out a name out there.
He's going to.
Let me see what the panel's feeling. Kyle Kuzma.
I feel like Kyle has a chance. I feel like
Kawhi Kuzma.
Yeah, is this just to get me mad or something? This is a prank.
Why wouldn't he have a chance?
He's gonna have a different role, bro. Why would he not have a? I mean, that team is all offense. I ain't gonna lie. So he would have to do something, but he has a chance. He has a chance.
His numbers will improve, but Evan Fournier was averaging like 19 for 4 straight years. No one really gives a shit. You know what? I'm gonna do it like this. NBA standings. No. I'm gonna show you the same chance Kyle Kuzma has compared to every other player on every other team. He got the same chance as Seth Curry. He got the same chance as Jeff Green. He got the same chance as Dante DiVincenzo. He got the same chance of fucking Kemba Walker. Same chance of fucking.
Do you think? Because last year he averaged 13 points a game. He averaged 13 points a game. Do you think he'll be better than last year?
He's gonna go up to 17 points on the same, if not worse, efficiency, doing the same, if not worse, shit. Like, where do people? This is my question, and this is like y'all put me in situations to go on the nigga, because like what the fuck, like he's not winning his award. It's like, where do we see this growth of him in a player? This motherfucker doesn't have the handle. Like it's in 4K on several occasions. He doesn't know what to do with the ball. He's a terrible decision maker.
He's a terrible
shot maker.
He doesn't have to have. Not on that team. He don't have to.
He can't make the shot and he can't dribble. What is he doing?
And without being able to have a shot and not dribble, he almost averaged 20 a game his rookie or sophomore.
No, he didn't average 20 a game. Yeah. That was an extreme.
Almost 20.
Almost averaged 20.
And it wasn't efficient. He just threw the shots up.
Again, in his second year in the NBA, he gave
and that is by far the biggest outlier of his career.
Why was he not efficient? He shot 46% from the field. How was that not efficient?
He shot 45 from the field and 30 from 3 on 6 threes.
Bro, 45-6 is 46%, bro.
You can't ignore 30. If you want the actual true shooting percentage, 54% true shooting is not good. Not good at all. Then the next season follows up with 53.
His second year. His second season. Honestly,
they're taking the best year of Kyle Kuzma. The anomaly year of Kyle Kuzma, the best year of Kyle Kuzma, and they're saying that's him, and ignoring the following 2 seasons, where if he's taking a reduced role, getting better shots,
that's below league average. That's below league average.
That's not good. Like, what are we like? That's not like. Do y'all just want me to hate on the nigga? That's not good. That's not good.
Why is it an anomaly? Why is it considered an anomaly season?
Because compared to the rest of his career, those are by far his best numbers.
So the rest of his career, when he's playing with all-time players, or
I'm not taking that, considering the highs weren't even that high, 1 and 2. The shot attempts weren't even that drastically dropped. He had a random season. Well, no, actually, he had a season where he shot 16 shots, and then most of the season he's shooting around 11, 12, 13. Let me go back to it. He shot 11 the past 2. He shot 11 twice, 15, and then a fucking 14 if you want to round it up from the 0.5. And on top of that, y'all talk about Braun and AD like we're talking about Dame and CJ. It's Braun and AD. One's in the post, the other's a playmaker. I'm not hearing that shit. I'm just not. Like, what is
game
happening?
Changes though. Like,
His game changed to shooting better shots?
But the game he played.
What the fuck is happening?
First of all, stop. The shots he was getting playing with Lonzo, the shots that first of all, that's honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. That's the whole reason he was getting so many fucking points because he played with Lonzo. Lonzo was just getting the ball every time he got a chance to on fast breaks.
And where is he getting that in Washington? No.
Lonzo was getting him the ball where he could do his ugly ass running sky hook. He was doing all that. Playing with LeBron and AD, you are not able to play that style of basketball.
And how the hell is he gonna do that in Washington with real deal Beal dribbling the ball? Explain that to me. On top of that, how the hell is he gonna do that in Washington when Bradley Beal's gonna shoot the ball 24 times? Like none of it makes sense.
Y'all got Russ get last year. The same way everybody else has played around.
Russ passes the ball. What's that triple double?
What does that have to do with the shots Russ got? That's what I asked.
He's dominating the ball. He's passing the ball.
How many shots did Russell Westbrook get playing with Bradley Beal? That's what I'm asking you.
Way to make it linear. You know what? Bravo, my nigga. You just made that so linear. It's not even funny. Oh my god. I'm bringing up the shot attempts to translate the fact that Bradley Beal is going to be the primary option. He's going to. Everybody's acting like it's going to be Kuzma meeting in Washington. They don't even like that nigga over here. You want to know how I know? Because I live here. They don't like that nigga. No, they don't fuck with this nigga. They booed this nigga for pulling up. The nigga pulled up and got booed. I promise you. And then even if that's just Washington love him, right? Whatever, cool. Bradley Beal is going to take more shots. Spence is going to take more shots. He's going to be the third. He's going to have the third highest volume on the team. There's no
Rui should get more shots.
Rui should get more shots. Like
where he shouldn't. What the fuck? What are you?
Yes, he should. Yes, he should. He has way more promise than Kuz. He literally has more promise than Kuz.
Why not?
Why not?
Okay.
What logic? What logic?
First of all,
Rui's a better defender.
When it comes to offense, Kyle Kuzma is a better offensive player than Rui.
I don't even understand that.
Hold on. To go back to the point I was trying to make that got flipped around because niggas is wrong. Russell Westbrook took 19 fucking shots playing next to Bradley Beal. Okay. If you're telling me Russell Bumbrook, Mr. Slash God, layups and finger rolls and dunks, is getting 19 of those, Kyle Kuzma, inefficient or not, is going to give you a solid amount of volume. See how he's probably the second best offensive player on that team.
You literally just ignored what I said.
He's a better offensive player than
Spencer's not getting more shots than
you just ignored what I said. One, he's Russell fucking Westbrook. He's going to get shots, but two, and more importantly, like I said, I don't know what you did. I literally said it. Russell Westbrook is the primary playmaker for the Wizards. He has the ball in his hand. He's going to make the decision to either pass or shoot the ball. When there's no Bezos was just in my head. All of y'all were just in my head about my all-star team. I've been playmaking. Y'all was talking about primary KD, right? So keep that same energy right the fuck here. What's gonna happen when Bradley Beal get that ball? Talk to me. And I dare niggas to flip up. So Bradley Beal gonna get the motherfucking ball.
I think Spencer Dinwiddie is a competent playmaker. He's a competent enough playmaker to make that happen. And again, this is also the team. Oh my
god! So niggas was on SGA tip, but Spencer Dinwiddie's a dime. I swear. I swear, y'all trying to trigger me. Y'all trying to trigger me. You got it. Y'all got it.
I guess you didn't want to get a second point.
I'm on your side. I guess
we didn't want to hear the second point.
Not making sense.
I guess we didn't want to hear the second point.
Like now we're factually incorrect. Like we went from just trolling to being factually wrong. like that is a fact. That is just wrong.
Factually wrong about what? What are we talking about?
We're talking about Spencer Dinwiddie nowadays. Talking about Spencer Dinwiddie. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm not saying Spencer Dinwiddie is some ultra playmaker, but what I am saying is Spencer Dinwiddie's career high in shot attempts is 16, which is by far the most he's ever took. And that was the season Kyrie went out and there was no Kevin Durant. So he was literally solo squatting on the Nets. Other than that, Spencer Dinwiddie had a year where he shot 10 shots and 12 shots. He's never shot double digits before that or after that. Spencer Dinwiddie is not a guy that's going to get more shots than Kyle Kuzma. He's going to play within that offense. The shot attempts, the volume coming from the Wizards is going to go Bradley Beal, Kyle Kuzma. Who the fuck cares? Because it's the goddamn Wizards. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know why we're gassing Kyle Kuzma as like like mid-tier shot.
On
that team, Montrez should get more shots.
Thank you, Bezos.
Rui should get more shots.
Thank you.
Spencer Dinwiddie should get more shots.
Let me respond. Let me respond to that Spence take because respectfully, that Spence take is bad. He played with Jeremy Lin off a hype season, averaging 18 points. He played with D'Angelo Russell, Alan Crabb. They wanted to see what he got. He just got the bag, I believe, at the time. DeMar Carroll was their 3-and-D guy. They wanted to see what Rondé was doing. They had LeVert on the team as well. Joe Harris was on that team. They had viable options, not Isaac Bonga, nigga. It's not the same basketball team. And on top of that, D'Lo led that team in attempts with 14 a game. So that team was dedicated. I'm talking about the 2017-18 Nets roster, the same year you were talking about Spence having 10.5. If you want to go to his career, we can go there too. But Spence had 10.5 shot attempts. Mm-hmm. That was a team literally memed about having this great culture of this, that, and the third. You got the motherfucking Playboy Cardi dance and shit going on. Them motherfuckers moved the ball. They had several players they wanted to see what they can do. There's a whole different situation versus going to fucking Washington.
What year was
2017, 2018? What is the point?
The point is that Kyle Kuzma is not going to a similar situation. Kyle Kuzma is going to a shitter. He's a shitter, and he's going to a shitter. It's not the same thing. It's not. My bad. You motherfuckers got me off topic. Point is, Kyle Kuzma, he's going to be a Wizard, right? And when he's on the Wizards, Bradley Beal's going to dominate the ball. Spence is going to get more shots because he's now on a shitter rather than being on the Nets, where he has to defer to guys like D'Lo, defer to guys like LeVert, defer to other 3-and-D wings, defer to other. This nigga
Omar,
what, bro? What,
Omar
bro?
Raising his hand. Go ahead.
Because when we're talking about the Wizards from last year, I mean their pace was first in the league, and they ranked 13th in assists last year.
They had Russell Westbrook.
Hold on, bro. They ranked 13th in the league as far as assists go last year. And then if we're talking about that 2017-18 Brooklyn Nets team, they ranked 6th in pace, but the pace was much lower, and they ranked 9th in assists.
Because they have D'Angelo Russell, yes.
Wait. And their assist wasn't too far off of what the assist of the Wizards were last year. Oh my God. What are you talking about? Per game, they averaged 24 assists.
But that's not a linear comparison.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
The Brooklyn Nets that year averaged 24 assists a game. The Wizards from last year averaged 25 assists a game. Right, we can say Russell Westbrook was on that team. But this team is based off of, hey, we don't play no defense anyway. Let's just try to get these shots up. Let's try to move this ball, and let's try to get as much offense going. Now, I think they'll take a little bit of a different approach because they do have some more defenders this year. But with that being said, I don't understand why you don't think Kyle Kuzma is still going to get a lot of shots up.
That doesn't make
okay, let's just to finalize the argument. Let's just go around. Let's just go around and estimate how many shots. How many shots Kyle Kuzma is going to take this season? I think he's going to take around 14. 13, 14?
All right, like Dom? You want to say 20. I got
16 or 17.
16 or 17, Sage?
Let me look at that roster again. Harold, Beal, KCP, Holiday, Rui.
Oh, they got KCP.
Spence, Bertans, 12, 13.
Yeah, 13, 14 to me.
What is happening?
I'm probably going between 14 and 16. I don't care. He'll be in the conversation for most improved. That's all I'm saying.
Can we bet money on it? I'm a broke nigga. I take niggas' money. How much y'all want to bet?
I mean, to be honest with you, I really don't care. So let me say that too.
But like we keep pushing these, and I'm tripping, and this, that, and the third. So I want bread on it. Somebody put bread on it. I put 100 on it. I put 100 on it.
What do we put 100 on? 100 on what?
That nigga. What's your terms then? Because you got him winning it. So what's your terms?
Tell me, you want to put 100 on it? What is the term?
I don't have that motherfucker being a top 2 candidate by a wide margin. Because he can get the whole. No. This is why I said top 2. Because he can get the whole hand job built me ass third jump. The third jump where it's like, oh well, who's gonna win Rookie of the Year? Ja, Zion, or Tyler Hero? He can get that. Like who the fuck care about that? But when it comes to actually having a chance to win an award, he won't be top 2, not by any metric whatsoever. Not even close. And y'all are talking about he has a legit chance. I'm saying he does not have a legit chance because he will be in the conversation. It's not a conversation. That's like saying Dame is in the conversation. But go ahead, let's move on.
Can we just get one thing situated real quick? Because I'm looking at the chat. You chat niggas is on dick for no reason, bro.
I ain't even check chat.
Please get Sage's dick out of y'all mouths. No one is out here saying Kyle Kuzma is any kind of good. All me and Omar are saying is there is a world where we can see Kyle Kuzma being in contention for most improved player because he's going to put up stats or some sort of higher volume than on the Lakers. On the fucking Wizards. No one is saying Kuzma's getting MVP. No one is saying Kuzma's about the fucking solo squad. Shut the fuck up with this. Oh my God, but Kuz is trash. We're talking about trash. Kuzma trash. Shut the fuck up. You niggas are fucking dick.
Wait, Dom. You said 17 to 18 shots a game, right? 17?
I said 16, 17.
16, 17. Omar, you said 14, 15?
You're saying 14 to 16.
14 to 16. I just don't know, man. Because
no way.
three to 5 more shots a game to Kyle Kuzma. That's going to be the difference between him.
They just paid Spence too, so they gonna pay Spence and tell that nigga to shoot less.
They
paid 16 last year.
They paid Spence to be a point guard, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna let him. They're gonna let Spence do Spence, but I'm pretty sure Spence is gonna defer and be like, "I'm gonna play most of the role."
That ass, I don't even know if Kuz is starting.
Who's that? Who's that forward?
Rui. You start Rui over Kyle.
Who's not Rui at 4, right? Am I not tripping? Rui's at the 4.
No, you stop put Bertans there because you have no shooting whatsoever. You have none.
Bertans does not start, bro.
He's Matt Bonner. He's not going to start.
Bertans doesn't start. They paid so much money for a non-starter. Listen, Lakers pace was 16th last year. Lakers pace was 16th last year. Let's keep going though, because we still got 2 more to knock out before we get to this Q&A. Yeah, MVP. Luka and Giannis are my 2.
That I don't know because the NBA stacked and I can't give a shit about MVP. And that's I know that's weird, but it's like who the fuck?
Luka and Giannis are my 2. Honestly, no. I think the whole voter fatigue thing for Giannis is a little bit overrated, especially since he's won MVP. Now they're going to look at him in a different light.
Yeah, they're going to push the. Honestly, I think they got the NBA knows they got pushed back for not pushing Luka and Giannis because it came off as I think xenophobic. Is that what it is?
Yeah, xenophobic.
I think they know that should look kind of crazy that you weren't pushing Luka and Giannis. So I agree with you. The fatigue is not there for real. I might go Steph, and I know Steph was a candidate last year, but lost or whatever. I think that's actually going to help him this season. You know, it's a media-driven award. I think they're going to do that. If Clay's anywhere near confident and they start winning games, holy hell, and I agree that's going to happen. And then again, we can act like playoffs don't matter, but for the voters, they do. They watch them shits. And I think Curry going to be on timing. I got Curry, probably.
Somehow I feel like James Harden always makes his way into these conversations. I don't have him winning, but I just feel like just keep an eye out on James Harden.
I agree. I don't think he can get
lie.
it, though.
It might be Giannis again. I ain't gonna lie. It might be Giannis again. I don't think the voter fatigue thing is being gassed.
Damo, you got one?
Luka, Harden, Westbrook, JT in that order.
Westbrook.
That's the finalist. Yeah.
You know,
Westbrook's going to be an MVP finalist.
You know, I don't think he'll be a finalist at all. Not even a little bit. But I will say this in attest to what Dom just said. Russ is going to get a lot of praise for the Laker team just being good. I ain't gonna lie.
Their offense is constructed around Russ's play.
Russ is about to get a lot of love this season. I'm predicting that, but I don't think MVP finalists because you're on LeBron James' team. It's not.
You know what's crazy? Only reason I'm saying Russ is a finalist is because I feel one, AD and Brown are gonna low manage like a motherfucker to make it to the playoff. AD more than LeBron, personally. I feel like AD's going to play the least amount of minutes out of the big 3.
I don't think AD's playing 60 games. I don't think AD's playing 60.
So he can't be in contention because he's going to miss too much time. That's easy. Only reason I'm saying Russ over LeBron is A, the time LeBron's going to miss because of load managing, and B, the role Westbrook's going to have in the regular season. Westbrook is literally going to be, at least for what I think he's going to be and what makes the most sense, he's going to be the engine. He's going to be the pace setter. He's going to set the tone. And when he gets too out of place, that's when you insert all of these Westbrook buffers. Your ADs, your LeBrons, the other countless guards you have. We have so many options to take the ball out of Westbrook's hands. When he gets out of whack, it's crazy. But for the most part, it's going to be Westbrook pushing the floor, pushing the tempo, putting pressure on the rim, and boosting his numbers. I don't understand how Westbrook averages near a triple-double on what, if the Lakers are healthy and low managing, they're a top 2 seed in the West. If they're unhealthy, then they'll drop to the 3 to 5 range. But healthy, they're a top 2 seed to me. So if you're telling me Westbrook averaging a triple-double on first to second seed in the West,
that's a strong argument. But the thing I
can see him being a finals, not winning it. That's what I say. He's third.
Yeah, no, I got you.
And Harden above him, but I can see him being third if that's the case.
Same reason why you have Harden in second. The same thing. Having LeBron there is going to pick apart those votes. Simple. Like this is real.
They're gonna be honest. Voters just know about like advanced analytics. Like the surface numbers, the casuals will look at rest as But I think the voters will take a little bit of a step and look at the efficiency numbers, the plus minus and shit like that. And if that shit favors LeBron's gonna get more votes.
But what if it favors Westbrook? What if Westbrook has one of the most efficient years he's ever had?
Either way, I think they're gonna pick off from each other. I agree with Dom. I agree with Dom that there's a good chance that Russ is our regular season number one. I know it sounds crazy, but there's a real chance. The Lakers are fucking goofy. I'm trying to tell you niggas, but. There's a realistic chance that happens, but the thing about the MVP, I think there's other guys like Giannis, for example, that has a better shot because with Giannis, that shit is just Giannis. With Russ, it's like, man, LeBron's there. Even if it is truly just him, like Dom is representing, because I think there's going to be a good 20-game stretch where it's Russ and friends, dead ass. I think it's going to be. Oh, go ahead.
The only reason why, and this is completely different than the rest conversation. The only reason why I wouldn't say like a Jason Tatum or an Embiid, I know nobody said Embiid, but Damo did say Jason Tatum, and some people are saying Embiid out there, is because once you truly get into that conversation, and especially when you win one, I think that puts you in another echelon of like NBA players. I don't think they're ready for Jason Tatum to be there. They've been hinting at Joel Embiid being there, but I also think that they would have a problem with Joel Embiid being in there as well. I think they're ready to give it to, everybody's ready to give it towards Luka. And then I already said what I said about Giannis. But once you get into that MVP conversation, a lot of things change. And I mean serious conversation, like 2-3 type thing. And that's why I don't think Jason Tatum nor Embiid are ready to be in there yet.
I keep forgetting seeding in these conversations. So I'm gonna go.
That's
I'm
another
gonna
thing.
Steph 1. I just forgot seeding. I'm gonna go Steph 1. I was gonna put Luka 2. Actually, give me Joel at 2 because I think the Sixers are gonna be a higher seed than the Mavs. No cap. I already know how I feel.
I got him as 18.
Well, for those that knew, all of us have different takes on the 76ers. All of us, literally.
But let me again.
Me and Dom are kind of close. They're kind of close.
I'm gonna read it again. I'm gonna read it again for those that don't understand.
I think I put them 3. Did I put them 2? I thought I said
You're
3.
not top 4, bro.
I thought I put 3. I thought I put 3 because they play
I'm gonna read it again. I'm gonna read it again for those that don't know. I'm looking at Joel Embiid's career. Now, one of these is the Rona season, but we're looking at 31 games, 63 games, 64 games, 51 games, 51 games, and the minutes played are 25, 30, 34, 30, 31.
Hey, don't give me no minutes now. I ain't gonna lie. He be putting numbers, but I give you the games. Don't give me the minutes when he plays.
Even in like the playoffs, it's still kind of around those numbers as far as minutes go. So I don't know. I can't give it to that guy that's not going to play. If he's going to play 60 games and play 30 minutes a game, I can't give it to.
If he plays 60, I thought you was going to say 50. He plays 60
and that's the other
games.
thing.
He might win that motherfucker. If he plays 60 games, he might win that motherfucker.
I'm giving him the 60 games, bro.
I remember, Sage, you remember 2018. Motherfuckers was on James Harden's dick for playing 72 games.
Man.
Oh my God, he missed too many games and not be an MVP. 72. 72.
Right. That is factual. That was fucking
That's the stupidest take. That's the stupidest take ever.
Let me tell you something.
5-minute intermission. Hey, I got you. the 2017 and then even next year at 2018, those two MVP debates were the worst era, bro. I wasn't even on the. Oh my god, the Harden Russ and then following it up with another. Oh my god,
the LeBron Harden one.
Oh my god, it was a nightmare. Go ahead, Omar. That shit was a nightmare.
Let me tell y'all something, bro. There was a time period where you had to play 37 plus minutes and damn near play all the games. You could only miss about 10 games to be considered MVP. This new age shit where you can play 30 minutes. Because I'm looking at it now. Well, Giannis, we understand about Giannis. And that's the other thing that I have. Giannis, somebody's going to bring up Giannis. It's different because his team is better. I don't think that Joel's team is going to be as good as like those Bucks team. Enough for him to miss fourth quarters and stuff like that. But this new age stuff where you can play like 32 minutes and win the MVP, man. Listen, crazy. I'm looking at Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is playing 41 minutes and all 82 games just to get MVP, bro. Same thing with KG, bro.
But if I'm able to put up better numbers than Tim Duncan in 31 minutes, why am I not the MVP?
And blow motherfuckers out.
Facts.
So that I'm sitting on.
No. I'm saying specifically for Giannis, but your team is better, I'm assuming. Like, your team has to be good for you to do something like that. I'm just not seeing that from the Sixers. And again, playing 82 games, I just think Joel, again, 60. He's only played 60 games one time. I
don't think there's been a lot of players the last 5 years that are like so good that don't have enough help but are still winning like 60 plus games. I just don't.
That era of basketball is over.
Yeah, because it's too many teams that are just fucking you up if they try. Yeah, if they really tried, if every team treated every regular season game like a game 7, the Lakers, I'd have to admit, are time, and they're fucking goofy, but they wouldn't be goofy if it was a game 7. Well,
2014 and 2017 are like
9 day.
Might be the the only examples.
I was gonna say, and matter of fact, I could take out these 2 Steph years because we knew what happened. We were watching that. They were blowing teams out. And then I could take out this Giannis year, these 2 Giannis years, because they were blowing niggas out too. Everybody else is playing over 35 minutes a game. Even Jokic from this year. And Embiid doesn't do that. He just doesn't do that.
Embiid was candidate anyway, though. I ain't gonna lie. I can't give it the minutes thing because when Embiid is on that motherfucking court, shit. He was,
and my thing too is with regular season Ben Simmons, but he was under the assumption that he was going to play more than 50 games.
And actually, now I think about it, that's interesting you brought up Ben Simmons. He don't have Ben Simmons. I know it's fun to make fun of Ben Simmons, but him, like the same reason y'all project Philly so low, if Joel Embiid is winning games, keeping their head above water, that's only going to help his narrative. It's only going to help.
He can be top 5 because of that. I just don't know if he'll win it all. Bro, there's been a lot of players that have done that.
He's definitely my 2, probably 3, because I probably got to stamp Giannis. Bro,
too. The narrative that's building in Philly is already pushing to have him win some type of award as is if they stay 4th seed and higher. Like, he's getting that. I feel him getting like that Westbrook media push. Like, you know how the media was on Westbrook's.
He's all alone. Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be like that because niggas going to be like, bro, Ben Simmons is being such a baby. And Ben Simmons is this and that. He was a liability. Now he's being a baby and refusing to play. They can't trade him, this, that, and the third. Like, I can already, you know how the media is, man. I can see the media pushing for Joel something vicious. It's just up to him to be available, be healthy, and play a decent amount of games and actually win.
That's a lot. That's a lot, Dom. You said a lot there. It's like 3 things you said.
Joel Embiid is nasty. I ain't gonna lie. Joel Embiid's nasty.
That's a lot.
It sounds like a lot, but should it be though? Like,
what did you say? What did you say? Say
it again, Dom. Say it again.
Motherfucking Embiid.
For a franchise player, asking him to play, to be available, to be healthy, and to win those games with the narrative push, that shouldn't be asking a lot. Like, it shouldn't be. I know it is for an unhealthy guy, but if we're talking about franchise players, top 2 at the position, arguable best player at the position, this, that, and the third, that shouldn't be too much to ask of you, in my opinion.
But I'm just saying, if he does that and the Sixers end up with like a 51 season, that's not enough to win MVP.
No, definitely not.
Let me ask you this, Sage, you too. How many minutes a game do you think that Joel Embiid has to play in order for them to be like good?
I don't really care about his minutes per game, honestly. I ain't gonna lie. As long as he's
how
putting
many
up
games?
30.
How many games in a season do you think he has to play then for them to be like third seed or something?
Games?
Like that?
If he played for them to be as good as I think they are, okay, what do I expect Joel to do? I think he's gonna shock people with his health and sense of not being horrible. Like, I think he's gonna be around 60. Actually, I think he's gonna match his career high.
That's not horrible for.
That's not horrible for
60.
Joel Embiid. For Joel
No,
Embiid,
I know. For Joel Embiid, that's not horrible, but
I think he's gonna be
60 games as an MVP.
60, 65. He's gonna miss 17. They're gonna miss. He's gonna miss some of the like pointless games. Like they're gonna tell him, bro, there's no need for you to teach Evan Mobley how to play basketball. Sit down.
Embiid playing 60 games and they end up still with like a 52, 53 win season. That's not enough to win MVP.
That's really impressive. I don't know about that.
That's really
that's impressive.
Really impressive.
I'm talking about who's winning the award.
And then I'm talking about. Like, and I know we know it's Joel Embiid, but like, I think I'm really high on how good Joel Embiid is. Maybe that's what it is. This motherfucker's a monster, bro. Joel Embiid's a motherfucking monster, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, he's a monster. Like, I'm not even debating that. We're gonna like even in that scenario I just brought up, we're gonna know his fucking value. But in terms of these conversations, you see fucking Curry putting up 30, 66, 55 win team. Even Giannis putting up like. 28, 14, 5-2, playing 70 games as the first seed, playing elite defense. That's gonna have a better case than Embiid.
I think he's gonna be third. I'm gonna stamp him at 3. I got Giannis and Curry 100%, and then I'm gonna stamp him at 3. I've already had the hot take on the Sixers. I think that they're not gonna be shit. A lot of people think they're gonna be shit. I don't think they're shit. So I think Joel Embiid is gonna prove a lot of people, 1, how good he is. 2, he's gonna be healthier than normal. And 3, man. Hey, man, they gonna win a nice, cool 55, 58 games. Maybe get some combos. Maybe get some combos, man. Shit.
Hey, I've been wrong before.
But there's a different award.
I don't mind admitting. I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong.
But shit, is on my fuck it. I'll do it. Well, there's an award. I think Joel Embiid. I think he might actually win. I ain't gonna lie. DPOY. I might stamp it. I might stamp Joel. Dead ass. I might stamp Joel DPOY. Because especially given the narrative, like he'll be the only defensive player that has a narrative around him, which is he lost a defensive player of the year candidate, and they're still a top 5 ranked defense. I think they're gonna run with that. They're gonna run with that crazy.
Embiid and Gobert. Gobert to me is always he's always
in there. Gobert's always in there
somehow, some way. But
Paul George,
Embiid and Gobert.
If the Clippers team defense is top 12, Paul George might have a conversation because they might jazz it, but nah, I don't think he wins it. Nah, I don't.
Them being top 12.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Nah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Motherfuckers running around, two-way defender.
Yeah.
Leader of the 12 best defense.
Leader of the 12 best defense in the league, Paul George. Oh, like people love Paul George, bro.
Now, guys, you haven't talked about those plus-minus numbers.
Okay. Last thing before we end this bitch. Champion. Who y'all got as a champion? Y'all can do who y'all got making it come out, and then you can do who got champion.
Oh shit! So what? The teams? Oh fuck! All right,
2 teams.
Golly, that was.
Damn.
I was just thinking about awards.
Wasn't prepared for that. Shit.
I can go first.
Go ahead.
Bucks Lakers in the finals, man.
Bucks.
Assuming Kyrie he's not gonna get the shot.
Name the winner, pussy.
Bucks Lakers. Bucks.
But Giannis, 2-time champ Giannis. Okay.
If Giannis wins back-to-back, and if he wins the MVP this season and wins again,
go ahead, jump him 10 more spots. go ahead, jump him 10 more spots.
He's better than MJ. Fuck wrong with these. That's
three
crazy.
MVPs, 2 rings, and
DPOY. And he's still going to be in the DPOY conversation. So imagine he gets 3. He's
going to get all defensive teams. He's going to get all defensive teams.
Hey, now you know now we haven't said this. You know who they got voters fatigue on? I think they got voters fatigue for Rudy Gobert. I think that wasn't a part of the conversation.
We just talked about it. Yeah, we was like, we got Embiid because I feel like the Final Four is going to be Joel, Giannis, AD, and Embiid. I think AD is going to get the cold shoulder, and it's going to be between the 3. And Joel got it.
Gobert always has advanced analytics on his side.
So. Man.
The way the Jazz play, they make it for Gobert to have those analytics.
I would say my finalist for DPOI would be Drew, Gobert, and then honestly, dark horse finalist Matisse Thybulle. I feel like the same notion you said about Joel Embiid. The narrative they'll give him, they lost Ben Simmons, a great defender. They can do the same thing for Matisse Thybulle. If they have a pretty good record, a very high defense, and you look and Tease is out there really guarding niggas, like they're throwing Tease on the KDs, the LeBrons, all the best perimeter players, and they have a great defense.
Yeah, Twitter gonna go crazy with those. 100%.
Draymond was third in it last year, though. Draymond might with his team back now. He might go.
The Warriors as a team. The Warriors as a team about to be nasty defensively. I think that's the killer.
I ain't gonna lie.
But Draymond do got a shot. Damn, Draymond do got a shot. I ain't gonna lie. Man.
I can see Black Name having a shot.
Who?
Black Name? Draymond Green? Blackest name ever? Y'all don't watch Dave Chappelle. That's crazy.
No, I thought you saw Clint Capella.
You're right. I was like, who the fuck is Black Name? But that was actually a good point. Draymond did got a shot. I don't think he wins, but he got a shot.
My two that come out probably similar to Beast Souls. I'm probably gonna say the same thing. If it's not, the only other difference could be Nets, but I got Bucks Lakers. But I got LeBron needs another ring, so I'm just going to put it out there.
The Lakers should make it to the finals.
Is this a weak West? Is the West weak?
No, it's just the Lakers not.
The Lakers are
I put the new Q&A link in the chat. We're using a different service now. Low key, after this stream, I don't know if we might use it. This motherfuckers are looking blurry all over the place.
Hey, but I haven't cut out, have I?
You haven't.
I'm using a different mic though. So.
But this nigga here.
Never mind. Well, fuck.
Hey, I ain't cut out, right? Yeah, I'm using
What? Did I? Oh, wait, have I sounded bad though? Have I sounded bad?
Nah, you sounded perfectly normal. I've just
there's some background noise I hear though. I ain't gonna lie.
There is background noise.
Yeah. So it's gonna be easier to go on the pod if you're on desktop. If you're on mobile, you're gonna need to download the app. Long story short, the reason why we're doing this is because the service like downloads everyone's audio and video off the pod, so we can have crisper editing for the YouTube version. But if you guys want to join in as a guest, oh shit, there's 18 people in here waiting.
Oh, real quick, just so everybody know, my picks would be Lakers Bucks. I got Lakers. No, not Lakers Bucks. Lakers Nets. I got Lakers Nets. I got Lakers winning.
I dropped it in the vid, so I ain't gotta be secret about it. I got Lakers Nets. Shout out Golden State though. I feel like I'm gonna cry in that series. But Lakers Nets. Give me the fuck ups. Give me the Lakers, but it's gonna be a hard earned championship. Holy hell.
Westbrook is gonna make it way harder than it needs to be.
Holy hell, bro. It's not even just him, bro. The whole team. the whole team.
No, it's Westbrook.
Bro.
Westbrook, for me personally, Westbrook and Melo are just...
See, you're hating on Melo. Melo's gonna be fine. I think Melo's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a motherfucker like Wayne Ellington that can't hit a shot.
It's gonna be a motherfucker like Melo.
But you see what I'm saying? It's always the one motherfucker that's supposed to do it that just don't do it.
You know what's crazy? I feel like this nigga Melo is gonna have a Danny Green type of playoff.
Oh, Fuck no. You want to know why he's not? Because Melo has been a great before. Here's one thing. I thought about making this video. I might do it now.
Try to put the wrong link. Try this one.
Hey, just because you said that, I might make this video. Bro, when you were great, there's going to be moments in the playoffs series, let alone games, where you're just going to have moments where you turn the fuck up for no reason. Remember that one series? Hell, against us. Let's use that. When Melo was out that bitch with Braun trading buckets for like 10 minutes straight, that's what I see Melo doing for us. Maybe not every game. I got Melo averaging a cool 8-11, and then there's gonna be that one game where Melo give me 22. Dead ass.
Danny Green put up the most threes in a final series against
LeBron
James.
Stop.
Danny Green.
Stop. No, you're not
Danny
doing this.
Green.
No, you're not doing this. You're not doing this. No, you're not doing this. You're not doing this. You're not comparing prime Danny Green. No, you're not. 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 You're not. What did Melo do? What did he do?
Danny Green. Most threes in the finals. What was it? Most threes, the highest 3-point percentage in the finals.
I think it was the percentage, bro.
Straight bucket.
What did Danny do?
Why are we looking at your ceiling, my nigga?
Oh, yo, my fault.
What's up, twin?
All right, so I had a little bit of input on the Rudy Gobert DPOY conversation. I actually think it might be a little bit of the opposite of voter fatigue, only because what happened in the playoffs, we kind of saw what happens to their defense when he's not in the paint. So I think it kind of emphasizes like the impact he kind of has on the defense. But what do you
that's how you interpreted it. Nah, the way I interpreted it is voters saw that and it was like, oh yeah, this nigga can get this nigga. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I've always been an advocate. I don't think he's as amazing as people talk about him, but I know that's somewhat biased. But I think a lot of the majority of people also have the perception that, damn, he kind of got fucked up. I don't think they view it as, oh, well, let me take Rudy out the paint, this, that, and the third happens, because guess what? You just take him out the paint then. So I don't know. But I see it's a valid argument. I just don't know if it's facts.
All right, that's all I have.
Before you go, I would say that when they do these awards, I think they look at it from like a historical context too. So saying that X player is similar to X player. So if you know there's only 2 players that have 4 defensive player of the years, and I'm surprised Rudy Gobert even has 3. But if you're looking at all the defenders throughout NBA history, only 2 have 4, and that's Ben Wallace and Dikembe Mutombo. And the way that they vote, I think, because I feel like that's what stopped them from giving Bron even a consideration for another one, is saying, do we think Rudy Gobert is as good as Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace? And if you can answer that question, I think that says a lot about voters' fatigue.
I think Mark Eaton has like 3, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Now he's on a par with some of these other 3. But I think that's part of like giving it to him too early, if that makes sense.
Not gonna lie to you, I felt like I was burnt out on Baguette Biombo after his first one. So
French dip.
I'm with you. I'm giving that nigga an award, in my opinion. But
I don't think he's the best defender in basketball, bro. So no, I'm tired of him winning.
He's never been the best defender in basketball.
Thank you.
I feel like at the very least, if you get Defensive Player of the Year, you should be at least one of the 2 best defenders in the NBA. He has never been top 5 in my opinion.
Nobody has ever been
top 5.
I don't think I'm with Dom. Let's keep it like name the year, bro. I give you 5. If we want to play Quizlet, I do it.
When has he
I do it, bro.
Like hands down, no cap, no bullshit. When has he ever been when has there ever been a time where you could not name 5 defensive players?
Anthony Davis ever since he came into the league.
Name 5 from 2019.
Bet.
5 for 2019?
I just want to know that ass.
AD, Drew Holiday, Ben Simmons.
Drew, I'm not going.
Ben Simmons at 2019.
I'm not going.
Ben Simmons 2019, yes.
I'm not going with Ben Simmons.
You're not going Drew in 2019? Why not Drew in 2019?
Maybe Drew, but not Ben Simmons.
Why not be?
I just think the rim protection Rudy Gobert provides.
Okay, so Draymond.
He covers a lot.
Draymond, Giannis, Kawhi, Paul George, Joel, honorable mention Marcus Smart.
There you go. He can fill in the rest then. So
I'm not going Paul George. I'm not going Marcus Smart.
I'm definitely going Marcus Smart. Hell no, I'm going Marcus.
That's when you're Draymond. That's when you're scared.
Marcus Smart.
Draymond. I'll give you Draymond. I'll give you Kawhi as well. I'm
taking Joel too.
I'm not going.
Wasn't he third? Wasn't he third that year?
You're not going Paul George.
He was overhyped that year. I think.
So you're not going Paul George. You're not going Marcus. You're not going Bam in 2019? No.
2019, no.
Jimmy Butler in 2019.
The bubble was 2020,
Jimmy Butler
right?
in 2019. That was a Philly year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sharps in Philly.
No. And mind you, I'm not saying these defenders are trash. I'm just comparing them to
You
Rudy
said
Gobert.
they're not better than Baguette Biombo.
They're not better than the French dip, man. Get that nigga the fuck up on out of here, bro.
And that may be just me. That may be just me.
He's not even the third best protector, bro.
We named 4 that was unquestionable to you, and we named like what?
Three highly debatable. Three
or 4 more where it was like, okay, there's a debate. At that point, you shouldn't be defensive player of the year, regardless.
Talk to him.
I'm doing this calculating too. that nigga could end up with like 5. I'm just looking at like ages and stuff like that. If he ends up with 1 this year, there's a possibility he can end up with 5, and that would be by far the most in NBA history. And we can say that about, you know what I'm saying, about Rudy Gobert, bro. I don't know. Last one that Mutombo won, he was 35 years old, and Rudy Gobert is 29 this year. He'll be 29 for the entirety of this season. If we saying that nigga could end up with 5, bro, I don't know.
Bruh, who a better run for
either he that good, or the league is just that bad, bro. Or they just need to really stop looking at, like, I understand what some niggas would say, like, about big men being the main focal point of a defense, but maybe we just need to look at it just a little bit differently, especially in a perimeter-oriented league. Like, I need to know the niggas that's playing perimeter defense, but hey. Anyway, thanks, Zoinks.
A nigga like Miles Turner tell him, get that BPG up, bro. Get that nigga Giannis.
I don't think it's just rim protection, though, that ass. I don't think so. I think as a drop coverage defender.
No, I'm trolling on Miles Turner. I'm trolling on Miles Turner, but
he was in drop coverage versus Victor Wembanyama and got his ass busted.
But I'm being deadly serious. I'm being deadly serious.
Bitch ass nigga.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. I gotta remove you. Oh my god.
This nigga, what you doing?
Oh my goodness.
We just dropped
What is this?
70. We dropped 70 people on Twitch just then. I don't know. I'm playing, but we
I'm about to be so really looked at the numbers.
Keon, the slanger. How you doing?
You know he's slanging.
That's what I heard. I heard about a dude named Keon for real. Why'd you come over here? So, you know what's crazy? I'm surprised our chat has never, or nobody's ever just come up here and just done anything wild. Nah, y'all don't do it.
Hold on, chat.
Stage, you still muted.
Yeah, Sage, you're muted.
He said a joke and laughed by himself.
Nah, I said, oh shit. I said, oh shit.
I feel bad.
I did that shit.
Laughing.
Oh shit. I'm muted like a motherfucker. And he was like, you muted. I said, oh shit. Oops. that's what happened. Yeah, crazy.
Let's get Med in here. Random dude. Okay, this app might be bugging, no cap.
Nigga said Drew Holiday guarded CP3 and Devin Booker is 10 times more impressive.
That nigga Simmons made
that age boogie cussing.
That nigga
saying though, bro.
That year, bro.
Okay, nah. The Q&A is bugging her now.
Watching Rudy Gobert legit sit there in defensive stands and just do this,
bro. I'm
when a guard comes at him, is not fucking impressive.
You ain't about to tell me a motherfucker like Marcus Smart out there jumping at people's jump shots with 2 hands and shit versus Rudy just standing there with his hand. I mean, oh man.
I think it needs to be relooked at.
Start chopping his feet at the same speed as like Mark Eaton. Like, man, fuck out of here.
Hell, I don't even like the fact that he got it, but shit, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it against niggas. Eric Bledsoe was first team that year, so what we doing? Because apparently Bledsoe was like that year. I don't think he was that fucking good, but hey.
I think we need to just relook at it. Like, if we're saying that like creation on the perimeter is like the most important thing in the league, shouldn't those defenders be valued just a little bit higher? Like that whole.
Yeah, there's some people. I'll say rim protection still matters more, but no, there was a really weird month of basketball where people try to say guard defense didn't matter. Like, especially that was so fucking weird.
That's what I'm.
That was so fucking weird. And I know y'all know that because we were on the same platform when that shit happened. That was so fucking weird. People were saying, "Bro, Chris Paul, he's a good defender, but it doesn't really matter that much because he's a guard and guard defense."
Throwing it all the way out the window. Saying, okay, but really, if the separation is guard defense, who cares? Who cares? I don't care about that from my point guard. Me. I guess so, bro. I
guess if Curry's just gonna go out there and against you shoot 30% from 3, but everybody else uses 45. Oh, I guess. I guess, bro. Fuck.
All right, yeah, the Q&A is bugging chat.
Yeah,
so
GG's.
I admitted a person that shit literally says random dude. I'm like, okay.
Damn.
I try to get met up here, but yeah, no.
That's crazy.
Q&A's reps.
Is it not an L for a motherfucker to be like, bro, I don't know, man. I don't find that important in the player I'm choosing. Like them type of niggas kill. I hate them type of niggas.
I hate
in the
that
debate.
shit so much. It's like it's one thing to recognize. Okay, shooting matters more than defense. Defense matters more than there's that. That's fine. When you say shit doesn't matter, nigga. That whole
I had to build my team without my point guard having to play defense. Like,
okay, bro.
Especially when they do it in those historical comparisons. That's what kills me. They're like, yeah, I mean, I guess Jason Kidd was a better defender, but do I care about that? Like, no,
yes,
bro.
you do.
I don't care. I don't care at all. And I'm like, this is player versus player. Like, you're being weird now. Like, I don't understand.
You just nuked the biggest argument for Jason Kidd point guards. Like, dead ass. That's the main one.
But when they start doing that, bro, I'm going to just start saying I don't care about certain stuff. Shooting is he's better at shooting. I don't care. I don't care about shooting, bro. I don't care about shooting.
Dwayne Wade gets to the basket easier. Take away shooting, Wade or Curry. Talk to me, bitch.
I hate when niggas do that.
Like,
take away the best asset. Just to be like, hey, bro, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and we not talking shooting threes. Like, okay, bro. Like, what?
Cringe, bro. It's so cringe, bro. Oh, my God. And they will have an hour-long debate about it. I swear to God.
Like I said, aside from passing, what does MJ do? But it's like,
I'm not under contract, bro. There was one time we was in the fucking room. I unmuted. I went to take a shit. I came back. Motherfucker said, oh, well, bro, you just said if we not talking jump shots, how is LeBron not better than KD? I said, what? Y'all been talking about this before I left, nigga. It was one of them shits. I took the shirt off. Like y'all still talking about this, Joe, bro? Damn.
Also, the people that argue the gap, because I don't have people argue the gap on some of these players. I had a Giannis versus Curry debate. Okay, I understand the defensive gap. I get that. And to be honest with you, it's not even that big. It's not even that big. But if you discount that gap and we talk about the offensive gap, I think Curry is your answer. I think Curry has to be. I think Curry has, because the gap between him and Curry offensively is like here, bro. I'm like, come on.
I hate NBA niggas
which is not. It's big. It's big, but it's not. And the gap defensively is like it's actually this.
Right.
It's actually
hey, I hate that shit too, Bezos. When they be like, okay, there is a gap there, but what about this, and that, where everything got to close? No.
This gap, bro.
Let's go back to this gap that you're just trying to nix off of being a gap, nigga. There's a wide margin. Nigga shoots way better than him, like a lot.
Nigga,
like,
it's a Grand Canyon size gap versus like
I understand the
gap between a sidewalk. Like that shit lame, bro.
No, it's a pretty big gap. I don't think you do.
Well, I probably say that. That's the thing that kills me. They just. Okay, I mean, I get it. The gap we talked about it. I get that little ass gap, that small ass. It's a space, really. It's a space. We talking about this gap though. Anyway, listen, y'all. Last days of Twitch are among us.
We need to explain that, bro. We just kind of brushed through that in the intro. Let's explain exactly why. What exactly is going on? Let me
doesn't like black people. Drop the bomb.
I am going to continue streaming on Twitch, so I'm going to disable cam.
Yeah.
So okay. Jesus Christ. First of all, shout out to the 226 in here, man. Shout out to the 226 after the Q&A disaster we pretty much just had. Shout out to y'all for real. Shout out to everyone that's followed us on Twitch and supported us since we've been on Twitch. For real. Shout out to y'all. But as a group, we have decided that it'd be better for the pod, for the future of the pod, to switch over to YouTube streaming. And you get the gunshots in YouTube streaming.
I hear them in sync here, which is sad because we're never using this shit again, are we?
I know, right? That's fire, right? That you can hear them.
I don't know. We might. We'll talk about it. But
160. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Just thinking it. Go ahead. Right?
We don't know exactly yet when exactly. Okay, I'm gonna say this. By November 1st, we will be full time on YouTube. It could be sooner than that. We have memberships there as well. I think. Look, man. At the end of the day, Twitch is a gaming platform, and we're trying to be a sports podcast on a gaming platform. It just doesn't make sense. And the heights we've reached on Twitch, we fully appreciate y'all for the support. You know what I'm saying? Everyone that's gifted, donated, participated in these streams, we appreciate y'all for real. We hope you still stay tuned on the YouTube side of things. But yeah, looking at platforms as a whole, who we are as a podcast, the fit is just way better on YouTube.
I think the other thing to say to that is like we can probably offer y'all more. Not probably, we can offer y'all more on YouTube as well. We can offer you guys more on YouTube. So I think everyone will enjoy the YouTube switch from us as hosts, from you guys as listeners, with the types of content that we can put out, the more content we can put out, the different levels of membership specifically. Like I think everyone will enjoy getting that Let's Keep It a Buck podcast content on YouTube.
Yeah. Also, I think the community as a whole will just grow more on YouTube. There's more eyes on YouTube, more people that like sports podcasts, more people that like podcasts, period. So for the community to grow, I think this is a change we have to make.
And honestly, just chime in a little bit, not too long because we about to get the fuck. But I gotta admit, it's not going from YouTube to Twitch. We're not saying goodbye to YouTube and going to Twitch. We're saying goodbye to Twitch and going to YouTube. Meaning, chat, y'all niggas on timing. Y'all gonna be in YouTube. We don't know if vice versa were to happen. If we were to go from YouTube to Twitch, if niggas would translate. But we know y'all are gonna be there. So it just makes sense from that regard as well to just go ahead, chop it up on YouTube, and maybe return one day. Maybe not.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I'll say this too. We haven't really touched on it, bro. There's a lot of problems with Twitch as a platform. Security wise,
this is crazy, but yeah.
This discoverability wise, how it's being moderated. There's a lot of problems with this platform, and honestly, the last month has just exposed a lot of it.
Except me, I love Twitch though. I'm still gonna stream on it.
No. And Sage asked me to. I think for Sage, it makes more sense for him to stay on Twitch. But for the pod, yeah, nah. We set up until 4 a.m. one night debating that shit, bro.
And lost,
and
bro. But lost. That's neither here nor there right now. Listen, we're gonna go ahead and we can close it out on that one because came back on y'all. Listen,
yeah, that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Make sure that you subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on our individual social media so you can keep up with us as a team. We love y'all. We appreciate you guys. Damo, say goodbye to the people.
Bye, people.
Sage, say goodbye to the people.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna fuck with y'all a different day.
Briz Soul, say goodbye to the people.
He's out, y'all.
Hey, Nick Briz did and I didn't mean to do this. Nick Briz did a basketball video. I seen it. I can't remember what his. That shit ass. It just don't. I didn't even like the shit. It just don't hit the same. But nevertheless, we're out of here. Bye, guys.
Yes, we ignored you. End it.
All right. We're done.